All right. Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Welcome to week 2, CMSA Esports League of Legends. I'm so excited for tonight. It's so cold in Chicago, but nothing warms me up like fire on the Rift. So we are ready to go.
Yes.
Welcome, everyone, for tuning in. We're CMSA Esports. We're the largest LGBTQ plus sports nonprofit in the Midwest. And in 2018, we expanded to include esports, including lots of other games: Fortnite, Overwatch, Dead by Daylight, Dungeons and Dragons, so many others. But tonight you'll be watching League of Legends Ruby action. We'll be following one team tonight, and I'm very excited for some of the players on that team. And they'll be taking on some fan favorites. But the biggest storyline of the night is that it is the first time on a new patch. But I'm not going to be treading into this new patch alone. I'm joined by none other than Kelton.
Hello.
Welcome to the broadcast.
Happy to be here. Happy to be in front of the camera again. I was in a coma for the last week or so. Has anything changed in League of Legends since I logged in last?
I mean, so much. I'm so glad you asked. There's so many changes to the Rift, and I love it because last week it was like the final few hours before this new season 1 went live. And now we're here, season 1 of 2025 League of Legends CMSA season 16. It's so many numbers now. But good grief, the map's a different color.
We're gonna have
That's
to.
really the only thing that's different.
We're gonna have to do our own season reset at some point. It's like, okay, we're gonna be season 1 again. Like, welcome to
Right.
CMSA, starting all over again.
Precisely. I can't wait. I mean, League of Legends made it roughly what? What were we on? Were we going to be on season 16? We're like about to be in sync
They
here.
were, yeah, they'd been going on for a while. So,
yeah, I'm curious tonight as teams play how much some of this stuff's gonna be impacted. Like, are we gonna be going for feats? Are we gonna be going for like some of the new objectives? Like, there's just so much. Just the way to play has changed. It's exciting.
I'm gonna be disappointed if we don't see some shenanigans on these jungle invades. I want to see some. Everybody flashes over this wall, gets into this bush. Nobody knows what's going on. Get that first blood. Should be exciting.
Have you? I know you said you woke up from the coma, so no games on this new no games on this new patch, or what?
No, I was just messing around. I have played a bit since then. What's the name of that new objective? I always forget.
What is it? Otacon? Is that what it is? Otacon? I don't know.
Yeah, Otacon sounds right.
I think so. It's Otacon's pit, and he's got all the bloody roses around him.
We love it.
So thank you, Walk, for Miles. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for posting Otacon's name there for me. Now I'll have it as a quick reference as I always try to review some champion abilities that I think we might see before the broadcast, but I probably should have been reviewing the jungle changes because they're gonna be lively. I wonder if we're gonna see any Cassiopeia too. My favorite non feats of strength user in the game, who also happens to be very strong right now.
I'm just excited. I know the boots, if you've been reading Reddit at all, they've been talking about how the boots actually don't make that big of a difference, and it's kind of a trap to purchase them. But nobody's going to stop me because I'm always going to put those boots of swiftness on if I get that feats of strength,
That is my favorite one as well. Like the extra, you just feel so.
You feel like you're ghosting. It's crazy.
Yeah. Constantly. Play a little MF in there, and you're really buzzing around the map. I like all the ADCs with the extra movement speed, just gliding away.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. I think I had played Darius with it, and I had what was it? Dead Man's Plate, and I was just like, why am I moving so fast? This shouldn't be legal.
Oh my god!
Darius should not be able to run it. I didn't even take Ghost. I was just like, I don't need it.
That's insane.
Flash Ignite, let's go.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. So some of the other changes, there's what is it? We've got a few of the new items. I haven't really seen a lot of what is it? The new Black Cleaver AP item. What is that thing's name? It's like gourd something.
I'm not sure actually.
There's so many fun changes. So have you had any crazy plays with the new Otacon? Just like 5-man turret dives, anything at all?
Oh, like when you get the bonus for like, hey, you could just be suicidal with no repercussions.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy yet, but it is nice to know that I could just be myself and not have to worry about the repercussions for a little bit. So
The voracious one. Is that what it is? Voracious, vicious, something like that.
Yeah. And we are in the draft now.
Are we in champ select?
Yeah, we got that
close to
Victor
it.
ban immediately.
There we go. I see it now. And then can I ask you to stream for me?
Oh,
Shelton,
I am in Discord. Yep.
You are, okay. Discord,
I'd rather be home anyway.
as everyone who's here, Discord had like the craziest like Twilight Zone glitch where suddenly everything went dark.
It was the gaslight mode where it was just like, like is Twitch or is Discord gaslighting me right now? What's going on?
You see the little green light popping on, and you don't hear anything. You're like, are they just breathing into their microphone?
What did I do?
Okay, here we go. So let's introduce our team. So we're following on the blue side. We have Piltover Party Girls. With Blue Badger, Tavi17, presumably in jungle. R5, Ben, one of my good friends there. First season here, playing with CMSA. We played for the, he played with me on the tournament. Did you participate in that?
I did. You guys beat our butts in that game, but it was fun.
How did you do? Did you like the format? Like, was it something you'd want to do again?
I appreciated the format for what it was. I think I like regular season formats more.
Like where you're mixing up the teams every week, kind of going on.
Yeah,
I'm such a sucker for organized play when you can get together all the time. But but both are so fun.
It is. It's always a good time when we're on the Rift. And it looks like maybe a little bit of technical difficulties here.
Oh no. Tavi. Smile for the camera, Tavi. Now you're the talk of the town.
Tavi, oh no.
You jump back out. So as we're waiting, let me kind of peruse the patches since we're on the first one. I remember last week talking just about like some of the stuff we were excited about. Certainly the jungle camp. One of the things that I've found really that I love, like my little mini objective, and maybe it's the bard player in me, is like running around and claiming those like blood roses.
Yeah. There's you feel like a little bit like Bard running around being a little crazy.
It's just free stats. I mean, who doesn't love free stats?
I'm like,
and Pickle, thank you for following. Who doesn't love a follow? Thank you, Pickle.
Oh, Pickle, we love it. All right, we were back in the draft.
Coming through. Victor, Caitlin, Smolder. Thought I saw Mundos. Maybe that was the misclick or something. And then we got Seraphine. Aurora. Oh god, Aurora has been so fierce.
She's a little obnoxious, not gonna lie.
Have you seen Mel? Have you seen this new reflecting champion?
Yes, I've seen the kit. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
I saw. Oh, sorry. I was saying, yes, I did see her. I love it. I watched a very long video that showed all the interactions with all the abilities. It was pretty cool. I kept on thinking, like, ooh, it'd be really nice if if she reflected a Lissandra E, that she could do the second part of the E, but she can't, So things like, you reflect an Anivia Q, you can't end the Q early to, stun somebody. So it's not a perfect reflect system,
Yeah. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought about something like that. There's so many little details to pick up. Like that new rune, I forget which one it's called, the Axiom something or other. That another drop.
We're back.
We've got a whole new patch to talk about.
We've got more than enough content.
What it's called Axiom something where it either increases the damage to your ultimate and like lowers the cooldown, and on some champs super good, and then on other champs it's like I don't even understand how it's interacting with this champion. Like Twitch, for instance, like it like gives Twitch a lot of stats on the ult, and obviously coming off cooldown it's very good for Twitch. Twitch went from like one of the lowest win rate ADCs to like right back up there at 50% or a little above where he normally lives, pretty much on the back of that rune on one patch. But but that doesn't work with every champion. Like,
No.
It doesn't give every champion like a bunch of extra stats on auto attacks or things. So it's very odd how it kind of works out.
Yeah, that's interesting. I remember seeing something on Reddit about that, but I didn't dive
Okay,
into
see
it
your
anymore.
lips moving, Kelvin. I can't hear you.
I have to like click. I need to fix this. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll figure it out.
Every time I say something, I'm met with silence. I'm just like, is it just awkward, or
Is it Discord again? Gaslight? No, this is the Discord gaslight moment again. I'm like, no, I am talking, Sam. You're the problem. But yeah, so I don't know that, or I haven't read all the things about that new room, but I did see a little post on Reddit about it as I was scrolling through earlier today during the workday, as one does. And
time to learn about
right.
content.
And I did, like, somebody had posted some, like, interactions with all the different champions, like some of the champions that it was good on and some that it was bad on. So I just don't remember all the details because I was working, so I was only half paying attention to what I was reading.
Hey, why should only the pros get paid to learn about League of Legends?
Right. It's only fair, right? I've played this game long enough. I deserve to get paid for it, right?
Exactly.
All right, we are back in the draft again, and I hope this is the last time.
Hopefully this time we make it all the way through. You're so good about remembering to move the scene around. I'd be like 20 minutes into the game, and the star would be like, "Why do we only see your head, SamVC?"
Because that's all you need to see, baby. Let's go. Alright, so I'm loving the Echo and the Jinx. We're already doing arcane themed draft.
Ooh, stick with it. That'd be great. Rek'Sai for Tavi here. Okay. Kind of an artillery team coming out from the Piltover Party Girls with Hui and Jin here.
But yeah, that is some range on that team right now. That is team, if we tag you, you best hope that like they're going to follow up from halfway across the map.
It feels very scary to be like Jinx here because you get picked up at all and you're going to die off screen unless it's a Mumu wants to tank everything for you.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
So it looks like bans are going to come out for support. Who would go good with Jin here? I probably wouldn't want to get engaged on, so maybe...
Yeah, do you feel like you kind of want some tankiness out of your support here? Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of poke supports in Jin are going to be very strong in lane. It's going to allow you to bully the Jinx, but then you're really not, unless you're drafting something tanky out of top, or you're just completely foregoing that and you're playing like a pokey stick sort of a team that never wants to get in the face of their opponents. But that can be really difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I think Morgana was a solid ban here to serve to kind of counter this Amumu. It would have served to counter the Amumu, and so that was a smart choice and a Zillion. So
Yeah.
there we go. Let's see what they go with. I feel like I'd be leaning towards something with some easy CC so my Jin can follow up.
Yeah, I'm thinking another... Ooh, oh, okay. Elise support, I think.
I hope so.
That's been a popular thing. I looked at the rankings. I was like, why is Elise in support and why is she S? And I don't question it. It just happens. Spider in the bot lane.
I know the first blood pressure of Elise is crazy. You have just so many abilities at your disposal so early. Just a terror levels 1 through 3. and like one of the best, I mean, probably the best tower diving support in the game.
That's true. I was actually had this conversation with somebody earlier this week. We were talking about Elise, and we're like, for a spider champion who uses like webs and stuff, she actually has no snare or anything. She has a stun. So instead of shooting like a web at you to like snare you down, she throws like a crystallized hunk of web at your dome, knocks you out for a couple seconds, and that's how that's how her spider skills work.
I loved Elise's presence in the cinematic for this year.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. It was so good. Liking the Poppy choice. It's definitely big anti-Echo, anti-Amumu energy, and I mean that kind of neuters Echo a little bit. Like, I don't even think he gets his damage from his E dash when Poppy's AoE is up, right?
I think you're right, and also Poppy is going to do such a great job of just kind of anti-engage.
Yeah.
You have that is what this team needs to do to beat the Piltover Party Girls, and I don't know if they're really going to be able to have it, the Bilgewater Babes. So I really, I think that it's going to be difficult to play. What Piltover Party Girls has drafted here with Jin, Lux, Hwei, it's so long range and so lethal, and if any CC lands, you're going to get there. But if they get behind and they can't be first to the objective, they can never face check this team. At least in a brush, goodbye. Amumu in a brush, goodbye. Like,
Echo just says bye.
Of, damage and CC to follow up if you're face checking.
Yeah, if Echo sees you and he's able to plan his E in time, yeah, it's fun. Or not fun for the enemy team, I should say.
No. Tell me, how do these teams how do they play their compositions? How do they fare versus one another?
If I am the Bilgewater Babes, I am looking at early game control. We are wanting to fight for every single one of those feats of strength. I'm like, I'll fight you in the pit. I don't really care. Let's go. Because I feel like they're going to have they're going to be a little bit stronger early in the game. Now, granted, there is so much range on the Piltover Party Girls. Being willing to fight stuff may not always be the best. So I think it's going to be all about ward and vision control, so that they can't just get poked out of those objectives that they want to fight over.
You mentioned the early game, and I'm kind of looking at. I always start to see like, okay, who wins the jungle 1v1? Who wins the 2v2 if you're with your top side or with your bot side, or if you're with your mid laner? And like, obviously Rek'Sai Amumu is going to be heavily favored here on Rek'Sai. Or Rek'Sai is going to would love to get in Amumu's face. Now, if the top laners come down, you've got this like, when Poppy's so good early, it can really try to prevent Amumu from doing a lot of what Amumu wants to do. So like, that's a 2v2 that's favored. I think it's going to be really key what's happening in this mid lane between Hwei and Echo.
That we assume. I mean, we assume it's going to be Echo, but they could pull out some crazy Gwungle, Echo top, Elise mid, Amumu support. Like, who knows what the comp is?
It is a very flexible team, to be sure.
They could literally just like, I don't want to play that matchup. I'll just go jungle. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess same thing. I don't know. Rek'Sai, technically, I don't know if I've ever seen Rek'Sai anywhere but the jungle, but Poppy could jungle. So.
I do think Echo at like a full HP here, Echo versus Hwei. Echo's gonna, I think, have the stronger lean and skirmish, but shouldn't really be at that full HP mark if R5 Ben is doing his job. So we'll see kind of how this. I'm curious how this mid lane is gonna go.
Yeah, and I mean, you've got experience, or a lot of experience playing with R5 Ben. How's his way? Tell me about it.
Oh, his way is a bannable.
Oh no!
Bannable. So that I don't think if you're watching, make him go deep into his champ pool. Actually, what's funny is he jungled. He switched over to mid lane in the last year. Used to be like a very and still is a very good jungler. So his mid pool not as deep, but Hwei one of his better comfortable picks.
I know the stream can't see the client right now, but I just want to point out that the color coordination on these teams is impeccable.
Yeah, both teams just going like for the full frosty blue, mirroring the snow outside theme here. I love it. Okay, they're off onto the Rift. All sold out on this Mumu. Going through, I know we were talking about wanting to see like a full-on invade, but instead both teams just gonna fan out, play it nice and safe early. Everyone just spotting away. Trina and Pickle though gonna find each other. Getting a little bit of HP. Oh, Pickle wants to keep turning around and fighting, all sold out, trying to bait him over.
Oh, the bait! Oh my goodness!
Scored right away.
Oh my!
Clean up and find something. So I think the Comet picked that one up. Wow, 1-1 early.
Honestly, that kill should be worth a feat of strength on its own. That was amazing. Alright, so I told you, it's gonna be weird invades. It's going to be, we want that first 1 out of 3 fetus. Oh my goodness, there we go. Amumu landing another Q on Ben.
Trying to move back, all sold out, finding him. And you're not anywhere near your tower, Ben.
Ugh.
Have to try to run away, going down. It's gonna be tough, but there is a teleport available to jump back in the lane here.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad, but I'll tell you what, one thing about the changes, it feels like a lot more people are willing to be crazy in the early game for those kills. Which honestly, in my opinion, it's kind of fun. So
you're right. I feel like there's lots of grouping for objectives. Like no one wants to let anything go.
As a jungler, I just love the fact that people are actually interested in my objectives now.
It's not just you. Now everyone gets it. Yeah, it really has done that. Mystifer trading onto Ben with that early level 2. Looking to push a lead. Going to be tough for Ben to play here. We'll see if this jungle gets back into this one.
Let's see how top lane's going. So what do you know about the Poppy Gwen match? Oh, you can't even talk about anything without kills going down.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't expecting a lot to come out, but Blue Badger and Dripper, this combination is going to just have so much CC. Look at that cleanse, and it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah,
He's
so
gonna
much.
get called up with a snare. Jinx is going to have to go home.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. It's like you land one thing, and it's just again. That cleanse is going to be useful, and it's unfortunate it's down now. So.
Going to be necessary in this game, but also like, is it going to be enough? There's so much CC out of these teams. Find brute damage by half your HP. Make Gwen with the boots early. It's going to be. Gonna have a field. Oh, I'm getting a little too close, dropping to Dripper here. Oh my god.
We are over a kill a minute right now. This is
the game is quick. What we like to see though. Mystifer trading on to Ben, who's trying to trade back. Both mid laners now very low, but both junglers gonna find each other very high HP. And here's what Tavi was looking for. Wants to fight. Mid laner's moving over.
Yeah, jungle advantage on Rek'Sai there, so it's... See if they really want to fight over this blue buff. No smite on the blue side for a couple seconds here. Oh, Mystifer getting the kill. He gets the smite, but he might die for it. We'll see. Oh my goodness, he's able to flash away just in time. No Rek'Sai ult, can't easily get that. Oh my god, over the wall blind! Well, I guess he could see it with the echolocation, but that is awesome.
Found it. Okay. Rek'Sai claims one there, 1 for 1.
See if they can do anything here with the lone ADC on bot lane. He's able to sidestep the stun, run to the turret, and that strength of that Elise is just shown right there. She can just go in. You know what? I messed up. I'm out. It's fine. We don't need to do this. I don't need to commit.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous lane to be in alone as an ADC. You do not want to be hanging out there for a long time.
Ooh, really good stun from Poppy there. Unfortunately, not to follow up with much more.
Oh, find a kill under turret onto Pickle.
Great flash from Poppy there.
And that was with an item deficit, just kind of slowly worked down Pickle, but all sold out. It's going to be in the area and getting punched away there by the Poppy. And now gets to just waddle away with those stubby little Yordle legs.
Yeah, looks like blue side's going to be prioritizing this Drake.
Is there somewhere on the score screen that we have that shows you the feats? The feats of strength?
That is a great question.
Is that programmed in? I wonder.
I don't think... Oh, actually.
Where we are as the first of the objectives goes down. Ocean Drake secured here by Tavi. They're going to try to trade and notch that up on the opposite side of the map.
So I think it was blue side that got first blood, right?
No,
Gwen?
R5 Ben cleaned it up late. Yeah, it was
I thought...
side red that got first blood.
No, I thought it was Gwen got the kill and then R5 killed Gwen.
Damage onto the turret in the bot lane this early, but with how pokey this lane is, one more kill, especially if the jungler is nearby, could be another feats of strength completed here. All alone, Ben nearby, the stun will land, and no.
There's that echo burst. Like, well, if you can't run away, I guess I'll just kill you before you can even try.
The 4 members of Bilgewater Babes moving as a unit, making things happen. I'm very interested to see if either of these, as Mystifer is going to go in on R5, Ben trying to take him 100-0, tanking some power, will have that Chrono Break to stay alive. So Mystifer playing very impressive on this Echo early, and they're going to try to continue to shave into this, or to push a bigger lead now. Sweeping out. We don't know about this Amumu quite yet in the bot lane. Trina just finding Pickle outside of turret range here. Amumu's still just floating in the bot lane.
Yeah, Poppy loves that wall right there, I'm sure. Ooh, and there's a stun land from Elise there.
Finds it, all sold out will move up. They did see him.
I saw him, but I don't know if they did. Oh my goodness, with the flash Q!
Banded toss, it'll land, and Zhongdae will score a kill. Curtain call will open up. Gonna try to find Zhongdae. Oh, but look at that, so low. Does have that steadfast presence. We'll see what it can do against an Echo. We'll learn together. Mystifer's HP starting to fall. Does have Chrono Break available. Might have to use it. Not going to go very far, but Trina standing on top of it. Going to lose a lot of HP. Pickle, I think, was that a TP that he came flying in there from the side, and now going to score a kill. Mystifer, though, does have a shutdown. They're trying to collect, and it will be Tavi to find it for the first shutdown. And now you've got a 3-team, but in the meantime, Dripper going to get dove. Elite's going to show off the power of Elise and score a kill on the opposite side. Pickle has turned around and killed Tavi, but will pay with it, or at least make the jungler pay with his life. Holy moly, the kills just keep on coming.
So much action on both sides of the map. We are almost at 2 kills a minute in this game. We don't even have time to cast. It's like you take one breath and somebody dies. Like, what are we supposed to do here?
Yeah, there's no commentary. It's just, it's just constant action here. My goodness. So I'm curious after that fight if we'll see some more big item completions. Looks like Quay still waiting on one, and now they get to collect one only. Okay, I thought it might be more plates in the bot lane for this Jinx after that kill, but just the one.
Oh, nice little stun on Rex there.
Back up for bot side.
Oh no, that is a oh no.
Oh, can't even get to repel.
Yeah.
As they slay the Elise. Jinx did get back. They're gonna, instead of pushing the turret, they're gonna go for a second objective. They'll trade here, and I believe that means it's gonna be 2-2 in terms of feats here.
I think that is correct, yeah. So they got, I believe the red side has 6 grubs, if they're able to get them. And that's 2 drakes for the blue side.
Oh, and they're gonna, looks like they're gonna engage here. The rest of the team coming through.
Yeah, they're, okay.
They're waiting. They did bring up 5 people. Trina's in the area. Gonna try to prevent all sold out from getting away. Can't quite happen. I think everyone's walking out of this one unless there's a re-engage. And now what you've done, oh, Trina is gonna find all sold out. They're coming up to the wall.
Alright. Oh, another stun from Elise.
Badger, not allowed to die here. You're gonna lose your team. The feats to strength. Zhongdae and Upset Sloth just wanna look for it. Oh, there's one.
Ooh, nice cleanse.
Used by Upset Sloth, and a nice little disengage there. Seeing that.
Oh, we are gonna get a party here on the bot lane.
Hold out, waiting, Mr. in the wings. With a good poke here to kind of chunk Upset Sloth, but I mean, just the fact that a minion auto can take this down at this point, I just think this is going to be the feat here. Tavi desperately trying to arrive. They're trying to wave clear one auto. They don't want to risk it, and they stays alive. Tavi now arriving.
Like just one single attack. You can breathe on that turret and would have collapsed.
Mr. says, I'm done waiting. I'm going to go into the mid lane here to try to seize it, taking a lot of Ben's HP. Oh, also. Oh, the Super Mega Death Rocket just missing. And look at that, all sold out in the bot lane with a Mumu.
That Hui is too skinny.
Engagement! Oh, it just, oh, you're just waiting to bait, and instead you go down. So now it's just 2-2 in the bot lane, so.
Alright, some more skirmishing up on the top lane. Oh, here we go, Poppy ult. Oh my goodness, and the needlework. Maybe.
Down. Now Pickle says, fine, I'll do it myself.
Oh.
We'll see how quickly this Gwen can take the tower.
Should be pretty quick here, let's see what happens.
Does have those grubs available. They're trying to push in the bot lane, but I don't think, unless you're going to commit somebody else, it's going to be enough here. Tavi trying desperately to get up to the top. That's going to be it. And after all of the fanfare, Pickle claims the feat for Bilgewater. Tavi will try to get some vengeance here. And will execute Pickle.
A little off-screen death.
It looks like everything, the patience has paid off. The turret has gone down, and they've secured a double kill.
Yep, and with Drake spawning here in a little bit, 40 seconds, they should be able to secure that. But not one to just let these objectives sit idle. Rek'Sai is up there getting the Rift Herald. Looks like he's going to get stopped by Echo, though, teleporting up there.
Yeah, this is interesting. It's like you got 8 members on the bot side, and then you have Mystifer and Tavi here trying to kind of play ball on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, Bilgewater Babes has built up a nice little lead since the last time we took a look at the gold.
All 3 outer turrets now claimed, but that is a shutdown, and you've got some objectives spawning. So, okay, yes, you've lost the feats, but I mean, come on. How important are they really? Instead, you've got a 3rd dragon here that Piltover Party Girls want to take, and 3rd dragon puts them on soul point if they claim it.
Yeah, looks like we got boots across the board on the red side, so congratulations to them. But they are gonna put the Piltover Party Girls on soul point, which is kind of scary. Like, feats of strength are great, but you know what's greater than that? Dragon Soul.
Yeah, I'll take an Infernal Soul. That is a very, very strong one, and I mean, wisely, Bilgewater Babes trying to collect on the opposite side. So they'll grab that Rift Herald from themselves. So they're going to grab a tier 2. They can't hang around too long, though, because everyone on the Bilgewater or Piltover Party Girls is trying to come over and make more things happen.
You know, I just think about this game 1 week ago when we would see games go 20 minutes without kills.
Oh, yeah, not this week. We're going to have 30 right away in 20 minutes.
A lot of good vision coming down from Piltover Party Girls.
So if I'm Piltover Party Girls, I'm trying to think about what are ways I can get my vision established in such a way that allows me to take this mid turret and kind of open up the map a little bit. And if I'm Bilgewater, I want to use the fact that I've got a mid turret up to catch those waves and push my vision line in. I think the way both teams are very scary right now in kind of quick fights where one team can just CC the heck out of the other team. And so I would love to see this fight for vision take place.
Yeah, I definitely think the Bilgewater Babes are in a good position here, but never discount Piltover Party Girls. Like we've seen multiple times during this game, you just are in the wrong position for a second, and they're able to capitalize on that, and then you're probably going to die.
And with how accelerated the game has been, it's on the right members of Piltover. So yeah, they're down a little bit of gold, but like their mid laner and their ADC and their jungle have a good amount of gold here and have been farming at parity with their opponents. So it's not over here. And Pickle gonna ram into the bot turret. Blue Badger trying to arrive to help, but Gwen versus Ben, not where you want to be. But just gonna go ahead and say, you can't touch me, walking away, now trying to dodge out everything. Final spark dodge. All but all but one of that.
But that entire time they were going after Gwen. Otacon just, okay, I guess we'll take this. We'll accept that.
The off-screen Otacon. Excellent pickup by Bilgewater. Let's see how they use it. They've got lots of stats now.
Able to stop those backs. Okay, I see why people are playing Elise support. This is a little terrifying. This is a menace. Still, a farm across the board is pretty good. Just a slight lead in the top lane, I would say. So everybody's still playing to the best of their ability. And there again, that bot lane, you get tagged with anything. Here we go. See you at the Nexus. Oh, okay. You had summoners. I guess we'll see you next time. So Drake's up in 1:40. I feel like if I am the Bilgewater Babes, we cannot let this go away. So they need to be they just pretty much need to get everybody down there. Baron's not going to spawn for 3 minutes, so you can afford to, you're not going to be trading anything besides turrets if you decide to make a trade across the map with the Piltover Party Girls. So
yeah, plus because of all the kills, we got the Ruinous Otacon spawn, and so what that does is it increases the buffs you get from epic monsters like 25%. So they don't really have any buffs. They've got no dragons to speak of. So they would love to start picking those up. Pickle now wants to punish this mid laner trying to side lane, but instead Tavi coming down here and picking him up. Zhongdae arriving, but it's actually the Super Mega Death Rocket that almost picks up the kill. But as you were saying, that's not a great time to die because there's a dragon, and Piltover Party Girls wants to get some vision for it.
Yeah, luckily Pickle should be up by the time that spawns. I believe the teleport will also be available, so they should be good there. Let's take a look at the vision. There is not a lot of vision from Piltover Party Girls over there. So they're going to be going into a mostly dark jungle here.
Yeah, I was hoping after the one kill, Bilgewater would have had an opportunity to get up there and make some and get some vision. But instead they took the reset option, so they're healthy if they're going to go for this fight. I wouldn't be surprised if they give this though, because it's impossible for them to walk into this dark jungle. Maybe a snipe. Did have the range. Instead, Trina going to go in. They're going to try to move around. Lots of damage coming on to Zhongdae, who's going to slip away into the fog of war. And Mr. now finds the back line. Pig going in there. But Dripper is taken out all sold out. But it's Jinx getting excited, trying to go through the back line. And a shutdown here going on to this Gwen. It's Piltover Party Girls in full retreat, getting a little bit too close. Great entry into that fight from the Echo, right onto the back line.
That was a lot of burst damage, and Bilgewater Babes are just skinny. That Elise, she just gets out of everything.
trying to
Again!
find Cocoon,
She just-
but cannot find the mark.
She just gets to play as risky as she wants half the time. Okay, finally.
Oh, and Blue Badger says enough is enough.
You can only go up in the sky so many times. Little wild turret dives going on here, but it looks like it's not gonna result. Turret's not gonna go down, unfortunately, but they were able to get a lot from that. Man, this is, you don't have that other Otacon buff, so you don't have to go that crazy. Come on, guys.
Really wanted that tower. Gave away a couple shutdowns, which means that the gold is still pretty close for. I mean, given the amount of kills we've seen, you'd think one team would have been able to pull ahead by now, but it's still very, very close.
Very, yeah. Another turret at about 20 HP, so I'm sure we'll see that go down relatively soon here.
IPETA in chat wants to know how many games are currently happening right now. I can actually look that up. It's a lot. It's a pretty good turnout this season.
Very surprised to see this red turret still up. I guess Poppy's been running around the map, so it kind of makes sense, I guess.
To answer your question, IPETA, there are 9 League of Legends matches happening right now throughout all divisions. Zhongdae will find Trina. That's so much damage just from this support, but Trina trying to punish. Dripper, oh, low ground, just missing. Zhongdae trying to juke everything, but eventually there's just, as you said it, there's just too much to juke. Mr. is now gone in here. Gonna find Tavi. So it's just the support. Trading for a big chrono break onto the back line. It's a lot of damage. Double kill scored. Upset Sloth, though. Cannot live as Trina going in there in the back line. Now it's just a tank trying to clean something up, but kiting out his bin. So all of told, look who comes out ahead of that one. Piltover Party Girls wins the numbers advantage, but
they did. That was a beautiful fight from their side. That could have been awful. Oh, speak too soon. Here comes the Pickle. Maybe going to clean up Ben.
It was a 4v5. Pickle trying to put Piltover into a pickle, but instead they're just going to answer with a kill. The 2 queens here doing so much kiting and so much snaring.
They're like, Gwen, you cannot sit with us. Just pressed all their buttons and she just went back to the Nexus, unfortunately. Wow, what a swing from the Piltover Party Girls. So they know their win con. They're just gonna wait for, you know, another Drake spawn. They do have Bilgewater Babes are kind of in a precarious situation where they have to go full send on every single Drake that spawns, or else they're gonna give away that that soul. And so if they can use that to their advantage to cause you know, some cross map plays, maybe take Baron while Piltover Party Girls is forced to take Drake, they may be able to turn this into a win.
Yeah, and you can do the opposite too. Piltover can say, okay, let's just give up the second one and take a Baron and take the huge influx of gold and get back into the game. It doesn't really, the second dragon doesn't do that much for Bilgewater here. So the delicate balance here is once again the Pickle has found themselves pushed up into a lane with 2 members of Piltover collapsing. And we'll see if they can make something happen. There's a snare, which means there's another snare, which means you don't get to play the game. Goodbye, Mystifer.
Oh man, if I was playing that game, I would be like, these mages shouldn't be allowed to exist. I understand Demasia's stance now.
And look at that. They say we don't care that we're a man up. We could try to force Baron. Instead, we're going to move into that bot side of the jungle and secure this vision. And they're going to find Upset Sloth. And now the timers are getting long.
Yeah, that was a beautiful Poppy stun. She just presses her buttons, runs straight at you, and you're dead.
Dragon is up, and look who's gonna claim a soul.
Yeah, that should be a soul for them. Yeah, I don't think there's any chance there for a steal.
Sold Out wants to try to come in, but instead will give up the soul and will pay for it, which means there's a temporary numbers advantage. Are they gonna go for Baron? Are they gonna try to push mid? Suddenly the control and not quite the gold yet has switched over to Piltover.
Yeah, it's definitely swinging pretty quickly here. I'll be curious to see if they do a full push on Baron or not.
It looks like they are as they swing Poppy all the way in from base. 2 teleports now used by the Piltover Party Girls to try to take advantage of this window that they have. Mystifer's in the bot lane. They all know, though, Baron shredding that MR. Can they do anything to stop? Or are they going to just seed this? There's no smite available. Rocket comes in too late.
So
And that
close.
means that the gold now has completely gone over to the Piltover Party Girls. They've taken a lead for the first time in over 10 minutes. Oh, what a comeback in brewing here for the Piltover Party Girls as they're kind of pointy stick comp. They can, Bilgewater Babes cannot get close.
Yeah, that's just fully swung over in their favor. This is now their game to lose. Let's see what they can do with this Baron. At this point, it's just don't. You know, they could be lucky, maybe catch somebody out who's out of position, but really all they need to do is just utilize their artillery power and just cast from halfway across the map and get these turrets down.
Alright, I'm just like telling my team, like, don't get flanked, don't get flanked, don't get flanked. Like, they've sent Trina on this Poppy to the top lane. They need to just kind of slow play in the middle. They're pushing up real far here, but they do have good vision, so there should be a whole lot of angles available, but there's a couple spots where it could happen. Instead, Tavi's going to go in and start to poke on Zhongde. Some of those spells are going to get used.
Ooh, able to use that E on the blast cone.
Look who's coming. Trina from the back of this fight arriving, and now Mystifer is out alone. Going to have to use Chrono Break to stay alive, but can't even do it. The Fed Echo has fallen, and now all of Piltover Party Girls is able to follow up. Trina will get low and die, which gives Upset Shot Sloth the excitement, but that means you're losing a tower, and now they're pushing. They've got 4 members still alive.
And here comes those spells from Hui. They're going to easily get this inhibitor. See how much more they can get with that push. Luckily, the lanes are pushed on the other side, so it's either they can try to end here. Oh, there's a catch on Elise. She goes golden.
They are in right-click the Nexus mode here. The first turret getting low. 1 Nexus turret, regenerating Nexus turret now coming back. But it looks like Pickle and Upset Sloth have pushed them out. But they got 1 down, and there's still some Baron remaining. What a huge Baron power play here.
Yeah, I gotta say, Echo, the Echo giveth and Echo taketh. Echo can taketh your life, but he can also have his life taken very quickly. And when you don't get to use that ultimate, you lose so much power. So I definitely feel for Mystifer there.
It was such a great flank there by Trina. Like, I don't think anyone was. I think everyone was expecting Poppy to sit top and just use the Baron to slowly whittle away that turret, but instead find their way all the way into the enemy jungle and coming around for the flank angle. That was a huge 5v4.
Yep, here comes Poppy. Alright, we got a little bit of a reprieve here.
Just kind of farm it up here. Go back to their lanes. Baron's over. Now it's an Elder fight, which could, and if you're Bilgewater, this is your fight. You want to make sure that you're taking vision. Do not let Piltover Party Girls be the first ones there, because if they get the opportunity to poke at you, someone's going to get hit by a snare, and then that someone is going to go down. You no longer have a broken pocket watch. That's blast from the past. You no longer have a Seeker's Arm Guard for Elise that get out of jail free card is now just down to 1 on that champ.
Yeah, so it's a pretty dark jungle. Got a couple wards here from Bilgewater Babes that are getting cleared out right now. And after that, it's going to be a really, really dark map for them.
Who's showing top? Ben and Tavi both kind of sieging this down. There could be a numbers advantage elsewhere if Bilgewater wants to try to take it as another outer falls. I kind of think you're happy to do this if you're Bilgewater. You just got to give them away and hope that you can find something. They get a whiff of Jhin.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they don't know that Jin's not there.
I thought maybe it's that one ward that could have spotted him, but he managed to avoid it. Now walking down mid. Mystifer trying to find a flank, has gotten in pretty deep, but can't fully go. Now we'll go in for Trish, who's now in, or Trina is now in the base. Tavi gonna find Pickle. who's going to go ahead and be immune to everything. But now another tool is down, and that means that Mystifer has nothing left up. And so it's going to be a pick. They're going to go on to Jongdae. The rest of the team going to siege through, playing it slow through the top lane. Trina's still just tanking Nexus turrets. Dripper up in there. It is a temporary 2v3. Pickle trying to turn back around, now fully healed. Onto the back line. Will you find one kill? Immune once again. And going on for more immunity, but they'll get taken away by Blue Badger. Now the whole team has their sights set. Curtain call opens up for Jin.
Oh, what a beautiful knock-up on the Amumu, stopping that engage. Oh! And I think this is going to be it for the Bilgewater Babes.
It fell. Oh, the second turret is... I can't tell if it's up or not. If it's
nope.
It looks like they are able to hit the Nexus. And so that means that the Piltover Party Girls, with a come-from-behind victory, claim game number 1. A hot start for Bilgewater Babes, but wow, Piltover Party Girls, once they figured out how to play that composition, they never let go.
Yeah, that was a feats of strength. Who needs them? You know, you got your fancy boots, we got your Nexus. That was a wonderful turnaround from the Piltover Party Girls. They just stayed resilient. You know, this is lesson number 1 for all you viewers out there. Like, just because you lose feats of strength does not mean that the game is over.
Wow, what moments from that game kind of stood out to you as being impressive or important for deciding the outcome?
I think prioritizing the Drake over the Grubs, I think that was definitely a good choice, especially if you are...
My thoughts.
Yeah.
I think you're still muted, Kel.
There we go. Sorry. Prioritizing the Drakes over the Grubs, I think that was a great choice. I feel that ended up making the biggest difference for the Piltover Party Girls later in the game. So you may have lost the feat of strength, you may have lost those additional bonuses from those boots, but they were able to use their advantages from the Drakes to secure that win.
I think what stands out to me is just kind of like a sequence of events. It felt like someone on Bilgewater Babes was always in the gray screen because Piltover Party Girls was just able to take like one thing and just parlay it into the next thing. They got one pick in the side lane and then brought everyone over to kind of push out mid and then take a dragon and then generated one more pick at that dragon and then brought the teleports up to the top and then picked up Baron for that.
Yeah.
And got another pick and then was having a huge push going down that ultimately culminated in a big 4v5 in the mid lane. And it just, the gold graph would have swung so hard in that moment. They went from being 4,000 gold down to, as you are hovering there, like 7k up by the end of that game.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a very exciting game to cast. Holy smokes. So much kills going on right from the beginning. Started off with the Arcane Comet getting that follow-up kill, and then it just kept on snowballing from there. So it was very fun to watch.
At the rate the kills are happening, I feel like we're never going to see the Otacon buff that gives you the revive, because it's like there's so much bloodshed, there's so many blood roses, which I didn't even think I saw anyone even clicking on the blood roses. They were picking them up so quickly that game. There was just way more going on there. So wow, what a first game.
Yeah.
So looking ahead at game 2, we'll continue watching the Piltover Party Girls, and they will be taking on, for round number 2, they'll be taking on the Shurima Sugar Daddies.
That should be exciting. Let me get into that lobby there.
Let's see if I can take a look at how this is going. A lot of popular faces here. Some folks that have been on the stream before, some folks that have been in the Invitational, and just many veterans on this team. We've got the Star, Dr. Fox, PhD. Don't forget the PhD. Never forget the PhD. Very important. If you earn that title, it should always be referenced.
Like that is
You got
Dr. Fox to you.
Shark Attack 23, Zerihu and Zerozen here for Shrima Sugar Daddies.
Oh, I see a couple people from, or at least I know Zrozen from the Pearl League.
Oh, stepping up, all right.
Yeah, getting promoted. I want to look at the stats for the last game to see what role they played.
Looks like their game is done, so they're all kind of flowing into the lobby here. We should be able to get started soon. Are you able to see custom match stats now, even if you weren't in the game? That would be such a good addition.
Absolutely. I do it every week.
Lovely.
Little strategy to people out there, like see what the team played last round and use that to figure out who's laning where and who's doing what.
Well, let's take a look. So it looks like they had a defeat here.
Yeah, it was Rosen in the jungle.
Ooh, Tristana Leona, what an explosive bot lane they were playing down there.
Yeah. Always love to see a Trundle, as you know, Trundle's my main squeeze.
Who else are you playing right now?
I have been spamming Kayn in the jungle, and
Kayn.
It has been fun.
Interesting. Did Kayn benefit from the changes a lot, or just a flavor?
I don't know. He's just been fun to play because he feels like he's a really good skirmisher, and since everybody's wanting to skirmish all the time, you may as well play the dude who can ghost through walls and be crazy.
As an ADC who loves to skirmish, Kayn is like one of my absolute just Achilles heels. I cannot beat him. I'll roam up, and then I'm just like this poor, easy target for Kayn to try and jump onto. So I just have him forced to sit there and farm instead.
Yep. I think what had happened is I had played against a Kayn, and I saw essentially what turned into a fight at Grubs turn into an ace, and it was because our team kind of just went in 1 or 2 at a time into this Kayn. They're like, well, Kayn's got 20% HP. This is fine. We can kill him. And, it just happens constantly is he just keeps on getting HP. He just zooms around. He presses his Q. And the Kayn that you thought you were going to easily kill all of a sudden just got 4 kills, and you're not going to be able to come back from that deficit. And I was like, I want to have that experience, but I want to cause that, not be the victim of that experience. So, and then I started spamming Kayn, and I was like, oh, this feels really good. This is really fun.
Like teams are ready. Hopefully we're starting soon.
Yeah.
Our jungle actually did that with Rengar. Like I was always getting pummeled by Rengar, and so they just like, oh, I'll just take on the Rengar mantle. I don't think Rengar's in a great place right now, but man, when Rengar is good, Rengar is absolutely oppressive.
Yeah, the whole I'm just gonna kill you in 0.25 seconds. Good luck.
Like the only thing you can do is, and I always call for it whenever you see the stealth go down and you know that Rengar is near. It's like everyone just to like stand on top of your squishiest members and hope that he misclicks, or just immediately kill him. I just love watching him kind of like poke and prod and try to see which one of the wildebeests will be too weak and fall behind the rest of the group so that Rengar can take him out.
Reminds me of, when Thresh is throwing his lantern to get picked up and everybody throws a ward on it. It's like, you're not allowed to click it.
Well, this will not be happening this game as Thresh is taken away.
Yep, unfortunately. I was waiting for it. I was excited when I saw the Thresh pop up.
A Thresh ban, so someone's got some... Of course, we got like the...
I'd rather be home anyway.
Is this our Thresh jungle here? Is that what got banned?
I think so. I can't...
Love a good thrungle. Gangplank. Okay. Makes sense here. Star, welcome! You do have many fans on the stream, Star, I'm quite sure.
I'm your fan.
Yeah, you have 2 right here in the casters' desks.
I'm waiting for you to pick Ivern so we can, we'll just do the sound over every time he says bugs. Oh, good Nocturne ban. He's kind of a menace in this he's been a menace for a while, honestly, so I always respect a Nocturne ban.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the stats on Nocturne. I feel like, especially with that new Axiom rune, like the amount of just darkness you get to inflict on the map, that plus the Axiom Arc item, like, I mean, that's too much ultimate.
Yeah. So I've never actually seen the Gangplank from Blaine. Have you? I've seen it banned, but
I think I've only seen it banned. If I have, maybe it was an invitational. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't. It sure doesn't make its way through very often.
yeah, it's
I've heard the Gangplank, or I've heard the pirate impression. That much I've heard. Ooh, a Brand and a Morgana.
Yeah, I was thinking that's a lot of burn. That's a lot of little dot damage. What's going on over there?
Yeah, and like, where's everyone going? Are we in Morgana bot lane, Brand jungle, Brand mid? See how this shapes up. Too early to tell here for the Shurima Sugar Daddies.
Ooh, nice good AoE cleanse coming in with Emilio. Oh, another Rek'Sai. Oh, I guess it's not another. I guess it's the same one, but
I know one thing I'd love to see is I'm curious if we're gonna be able to go back to the format. It's always like a thing about how many teams we have, and if the numbers work out. I love the kind of bracket, like Clash style format that we can sometimes pull off depending on numbers.
yeah, the Clash style bracket. There's a lot of fans of it. It's logistically a nightmare, but when it happens, it pretty much makes the week. It makes the games amazing that week, I would say. Because just like Clash in regular league, you know, it's nice knowing like, okay, I'm playing against people who are also at the same score as me, and so it feels a little bit more exciting.
Is that fear I smell?
Ooh, running it back on the Yasuo here. So some similar ideas from both sides. I'm kind of surprised it's the Melio this time, rather than something with just more poke. I know Melio can kind of trigger enough. I don't know if it's a perfect Shane though into the snare here.
Sad Trundle ban.
Sorry.
It's okay. I've accepted it. I'm used to seeing Trundle banned when I play, so I'm no stranger to that feeling. Curious to see what they decide to pick to maybe help assist this Yasuo with his ults. Because right now they don't have anything, so maybe a Malphite top, maybe something a little interesting there, just to kind of help him out.
Will the Piltover Party Girls go for something as long range artillery as the last game? They played it so well.
Yeah, no Hwei.
Game number 1.
Yeah, no Hwei ban. I'm kind of surprised. I thought that R5 Ben did a really good job on Hwei.
Yeah, instead of opting for that Katarina ban here, which I feel like I would love a Katarina to jump at me as a Morgana and a Brand here. Ooh, about Ornn getting picked up.
All right, there's a little bit of a bounce house right there.
You got something here for Yasuo to get to. See if there's any more knockups, but I think that probably is all they'll need.
The question is that a Yasuo bot?
Oh, it could be. They're waiting here as you see a Victor.
Yeah. R5 Ben says, you know what? Let's just switch it up. I don't need to play Hwei. Let's see what they round off this comp with on the top side.
I'm really interested where this is gonna go. Okay, Mordekaiser after the Poppy band. Alright, so a strong kind of independent laner. And you've got See, I feel like last time Poppy did such a good job of just being the one member of the team to kind of be the shield to keep everyone away. Now you have, rather than that, you've got Melio kind of fulfilling that job of saying, okay, someone's been caught. I can sort of keep you away, but I don't know if it's going to be as strong as what a Poppy can do. But a Mordekaiser feels very, very different things. Like you've got someone who can now split push, can take someone out of these team fights. So we'll see how this goes. How do these two teams play? What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses?
I don't know. This is interesting. I'm assuming this is a Yasuo bot. I'm not sure. I don't know the full.
I guess it could be a brand. It could be brand Morgana, just double burn bot lane, or it could be the Yasuo bot lane. They have that kind of flexibility to see how they want to play that.
Yeah, I believe Kindred's going to be in the jungle. I've played against. Okay, so this just may be a Pearl thing, but I've played against Rosen's Kindred, and I feel that's one of the only times where I've been extremely frustrated as a jungler in the game. It was like my kryptonite. Every time I played against Rosen's Kindred, I lost. So it became a perma ban for me.
Real okay, so it's like just because of the like perma invade style that Kindred can do.
Yeah, it may just be a me problem. Maybe I was just bad and did not know how to play into Kindred. But yeah, his Rosen's Kindred was just really, really, really good against me. So yeah, I definitely think that's going to be their jungler. So excited to see what they do there. But I will say Ruby is a little bit of a different beast than Pearl. So things that worked in Pearl may not work in Ruby. So we'll see what Rosen can do with that.
Casting like getting to see like the snapshot of each league each night, it is interesting. I almost feel like a kind of a meta forms in each league individually because they're not like just because they're on their own microcosm. So you get things like that where there's certain champs that everyone gets kind of collectively frustrated to play against, and so you see kind of a big set of bans on some champs in particular that aren't necessarily meta in the game, but they're meta for league nights. So
yeah, like the fact that I catch Trundle bans is insane. If you were to take it out of the context of our league, it'd be like, wait, who bans Trundle? Come on.
And you see lots of Trundle is a very common ban in the league. I feel it's one of like always one of like the most anomalous bans where in standard league you're not seeing that. Not nearly as commonly as you are here. And same kind of with Lux. We already got our Lux game in for the night. I see Lux 10 times more often on a league night than I do here.
Well, in our league, it's we love the girlies, right? We love the enchanters, so Lux is definitely one of the more popular ones for sure.
One thing I'd love to see is an invade, though. I'm just gonna speak it. I'm gonna speak it here. I want to see these teams fight. I don't know that Piltover Party Girls wants to opt into anything early. Of course, you do have the Dark Binding from Shreya Sugar Daddies, so that's always an option.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see if they do anything wild on either side.
Yeah, something tells me it's going to be a 5-point, but hey, one can dream.
Right. If we're lucky, we'll see a bot lane invade with Morgana leading the way, and if they can get that snare, it's going to be a first feat of strength for their team.
Oh, I'm so disappointed in the skins compared to last game. They're not all of the same variety again here. We'll see if the chromas maybe bring it together in game.
Yep, so it's looking like I don't quite know yet. Did Dr. Fox, did he play mid last time?
Oh, I didn't even check. Let's see where they go. It almost feels like they still have the option. Both have teleport. I would guess that it's going to be Dr. Fox's brand, but hey, we'll know for sure in about a minute. It's last out of the block here, Trina. Okay, and first out, Tavi on Rek'Sai again. Well, based on the starting spots, though, maybe we'll have a Dr. Fox Brand Morgana in the bot lane here. This is gonna be very oppressive, and now the Melio feels pretty good because I don't think you're gonna match that kind of poke with like a Jhin Lux. So having a little bit of heal, a little bit of sustain is gonna be really useful.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of dot damage. Don't get caught by that binding or else you're going to eat a lot of spells right to the noggin.
Yeah, you almost want to go for like second wind in this kind of a lane because you know that that thing is going to have a lot of uptime.
Yep. Alright, so no crazy invades, no let's get this party started, just nice calm League of Legends.
A big leash, though, out of Shreema Sugar Daddies, so I'm curious if Zerozen's going to try and do something, calling for that bot lane to come up so early.
Yeah, I'm not...
Normally as the mages, you don't want to get pushed in, you want to start to poke right away.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know the Kindred clear as well, but I feel, my gut says that Kindred's not going to clear as fast as Rek'Sai, so maybe they needed the help. Nice bit of skirmishing on top lane. Mordekaiser just loves to cast all of his spells as much as possible. Being a manaless champ, he just gets to be as much of a menace as possible. Nice dodge from the grasp from Ornn there.
Train Conductor in the top lane. I love this skin so much.
Yeah, we do love joke skins, not gonna lie.
This is one of the best ones they've made in a while. I mean, the Nacho Cheese Zac isn't bad, but I love me some of this Train Conductor Ornn. Okay, now Dr. Fox and Shark Attack are at level 2. I think the mages are really going to come online more so at level 3 when they have the full kind of combo and able to just start really clearing. Binding Mist, that's going to be the most important thing here.
Yeah, nice dodge
Keep
there.
on dodging those, Mr. Jhin. You'll have the movement speed. I wish you luck.
It looks like junglers are going to be clearing opposite sides, so it should be an uncontested scuttle. Oh, look at this early game. Let's see what they can do up here.
Rosen skipping a camp to come on up. Trina gonna feel it out here. Zeryu doing a great job trading on a Ben as a melee champion, managing to get into Victor's range here.
So predictions on who's going to get first blood this game.
Ooh, first blood prediction. We're gonna go with Kindred. Zerozen's gonna find the first blood. Jungler lurking about. That's my prediction. You have a prediction? Put it on the line.
I'm going to put it on the line. I'm going to say it's going to be bot lane. It's going to be Shreema Sugar Daddies. It's going to be some shenanigans with either Dr. Fox, Landy Nate.
Oh, but Tavi wants to come and see if he can get it for the mid laner.
Nope.
So some HP down.
Not even worried for a second.
Bot lane. Root lands. Dripper moves forward. Fourth shot. In the salvo means first blood for Dripper on Jhin. Not going to try to poke down. Shark Attack. Tavi doesn't want to let this one go. Coming around.
Great.
Shark Attack is his back.
Great point blank snare. Just looking right in his face. Boom. We're out.
The Rek'Sai didn't try to find the 1 HP target, but instead we'll just take one of Kindred's camps and swim? Is that how Rek'Sai moves around the map? Burrow?
Yeah, I would say burrows. She burrows around. Yeah, they're saying, I see you, Kindred. You're going to be stealing my camps. Well, I'm going to steal your camp first. How's that sound? Alright, looks like they're going to maybe start with an early Drake? Nope, just clearing out some of those tunnels. Oh, finally got that snare.
Landed. Dr. Fox will try. On cooldown, no, couldn't quite follow up. And Trina has really been working on Lane's HP, who is on tank duty.
Yeah, he's got that teleport, so he's going to force that early. See if he's able to do anything with the item advantage that he got. Tavi sneaking over the wall, getting that free Drake, it looks like.
Likes to take that, and we'll get it pretty quickly here as the spawn comes up. So
We do see Rosen heading straight
guys
there.
aren't on the grub side of the map, so but a binding lands, the stun follows, but look at that disengage out of Dripper helping the support. Milo gonna get away, but now the pings have come down. It's a smite fight for this dragon.
Yeah, let's see.
There's a Rosen here. It's just gonna go low. Both are. Yep, Rosen has the right idea. Tanner take Tavi down before the dragon gets into smite range, and it looks like it will go to Tavi, who's trying to get out. Z Rosen flashes the wall, coming back forward.
Oh, so close.
And now Rosen is a little bit too far and cannot get out. And also, during that, R5 Ben claims the kill onto Yasuo. So a big win there from Piltover Party Girls.
Yeah, still able to get that trade right at the last second. Seems like they got that last auto attack right on Rek'Sai. So at least it wasn't totally a wash, unfortunately. Getting that snare underneath the turret. Looks like they're not going to be able to get that final hit on Jhin. But getting some good damage on the turret. Maybe getting the plate here.
Dripper is so low, like you don't want to start here. This is my tech. Anytime I'm looking at double mages, I just take the teleport. Like I just chalk it up. I know they're gonna take the teleport. They're gonna force me into a bad back, and I would rather be able to TP and not miss the experience.
Oh, let's see if they pop the ult here. Doesn't look like it.
Trying to get away from Trina. Mordekaiser does have that Realm of Death available, but just waiting on it. Instead, here we go. Choo-choo. Call of the Forged Train comes out. And this time you are in Death Realm, which means there's no help from the jungle. Trina just going to move in there, take it with Tavi to back him up.
It's like that turret just tickled Mordekaiser with those extra stats. So it should be grub take.
No teleport. Yeah, that means a second of an objective for Piltover Party Girls.
Yeah, so they're setting themselves up for success here with those feats. But just like last game, remember, just because you got those feats.
Yeah, I'm sick of the caster curse. Can we get like the footy curse here?
The foot
Get
curse.
the feats on stream and don't win the game.
A little bit more of a calm game than the last one. We're at less than a kill a minute, so
Kelton?
we'll see where Rosen's at.
Okay, maybe that means we'll see the more vicious of the Otacon spawn here.
I didn't notice it before, but Rosen did get a mark. I think that they had marked Tavi, so maybe that's why they were aggressive with trying to get that kill.
Looks like everyone just kind of content to sit and farm here, but probably pretty happy by Shireen and Sugar Daddies. They do have a team that's going to scale real well, letting that Yasuo kind of just go on up. They have does have the Berserker's grades, but unfortunately playing against a Victor with Lost Chapter means that the unlimited mana has officially come online. Actually, as I say that, the first major item completion here is the Blackfire Torch done for Victor. In the bot lane, though, Tavi has an angle. Shark Attack was trying to lean a little far forward. Goes spell immune. The knockup, though, goes instead onto the APC. But they're going to turn it around. Shark Attack claiming Tavi as Dr. Fox just walks out of that one. Zerozen coming down. And there you have it. Piltover Party Girls coming out behind there. Sugar Daddies with a good movement.
Yeah, able to get that
going
turn.
on to Star again.
And now 3 marks for Zrozen. Yeah, great work there. Just one more and it puts them at that break point that every Kindred wants to hit, so...
Star just getting pushed in. Trina doing a great job in this. Mordekaiser just pushing lead. Star doing what he can to farm on this on this orange, 62 to 72, so not super far behind here.
Yeah, so this is going to put them in a little precarious position. We've got 2 objectives spawning here within a minute or 40 seconds of each other. And all they need is 1 more objective to get that feat of strength, so...
Goes down, and that means that Dr. Fox will go forward. You're ticking with some damage over time, but your Emilio's there to save you, so no kill in the bot lane, but in the top side, Trina going to try to take out Zerozen. Ben arrives to help clean up. Star goes down, and Tavi will take out Zerozen, who was trying to counter gank. Great roam there from the mid laner out of Piltover Party Girls to make that a 3v2.
Yeah. And Mordekaiser, he's strong. Very, very scary. I would not want to be in the Death Realm with him right now.
There's a teleport available for Star, so this turret still going to remain upright here. I think you're right. It's going to all come down to this objective. See if we can get Trina now pretty far into the base, but Tavi is still here. Star trying to get a kill back onto this Mordekaiser. Doing a great job there of flashing that grasp.
Ooh, style points on that one.
Ben taking it out.
Fights happening on both sides of the map here. Ugh.
3 kills now. They have a Blackfire Torch in the mid lane here.
Right.
And that is, but they are going to try to, the Shurima Sugar Daddy is going to go ahead and take the pressure and take away a dragon.
Yeah, so they're doing a lot of damage onto that Drake. Now, granted, if they can steal one of these Void Grub, then they're going to prevent that feat of strength. So we'll see if Zerozen beelines it over there.
It took me forever to realize how those were calculated. Like, you have to get like 3 for it to count as the 1. So they can just get 1 to prevent here. First one secured. And now they know pings have come down. Trina gonna move over. They're just gonna try. I think they wanted to reset.
Yep, they're just...
Nope, let me get in there and smite just the 1. So they prevent it from happening. Ben is poking though on the side of this fight. Going golden is Morgana, but it's not enough as that laser is going to take him out. Red team ultimately ends up coming in there and taking out 2 Void Grubs. So denial is all around here. Trina moving up. Wants to take out Zerozen on this Kindred. Grasp lands. Tavi's here. Zerozen having to flash out Oz Kindred. Oh, and now you got more people trying to dance. Dr. Fox going forward, trying to trade. Can't quite get that ultimate down, and it's more kills falling over to Piltover Party Girls, who's now up 12 to 3.
You know, if you told me they were up 12 to 3, it wouldn't. I would be surprised at the goal difference here. So it may feel like they're super far ahead, but it's not out of their control quite yet.
Especially with those shutdowns to get picked up. If they can find kills, if Shurima Sugar Daddies can find kills onto this mid laner and this top laner, they'll be quickly back in this. And of course, they have Yasuo scaling. They have this Brand scaling. Star doesn't want to let this turret fall, and that's going to be it. And that does mean that the feats are claimed here, correct?
Yep.
Piltover Party Girls. Trina going to lay into the Star, trying to score another kill. Star wants something back, but this juggernaut continues and now goes on a rampage.
Yeah, so now it is starting to spiral a little bit out of control here. That Mordekaiser is just going to continue getting items and gold. Ooh, good root.
They're into the turret. 1 shot, 2 shots. Oh, the 3rd shot just getting out. There's some minion autos, but it's not enough. Dr. Fox is going to get away. Ripper, when is that curtain call available? It's not quite up. Is not going to find a deadly flourish for a kill, but the rest of the team is here, and they're collapsing on Tavi so they can successfully get that Brand to safety. Scored 1 kill already. Ripper is pretty far forward. A teleport now coming. It looks like from R5 Ben's Victor arriving, zipping over there, but a little late. Just enough to kind of save the team.
Yeah, I'm here. What did I miss? It's going to be there to shepherd in that wave into that turret.
The lane assignment's not changing yet. They're going to just continue to keep those mages bot lane. I guess you don't really need to. Immobile mage both sides. Ben getting in the mid lane here.
So Rosen did hit his 4 marks on Kindred.
Very stealthily. Just missed all of them.
Yeah. Alright, here we go on the bot lane.
Right in the way, having to flash the binding here, getting away here, and now very low HP, but not a lot of mana on the opposite side. We'll see if Streamer Sugar Daddies can punish with a turret or if they're just going to look to reset. Ben starting to hover here. Tripper.
Popping that barrier.
R5 Ben face checking in the bot lane. It's Dr. Fox PhD. Stuns go down and traded. Curtain Call opens up. First shot lands, but that means, but Dr. Fox can get out of range. No kills scored off the roam.
He's like, wait, why would I run to the right? I'm just gonna go up. I'm able to not get hit by that ult there.
Does secure the or save the turret temporarily though, because it definitely looked like Streamer Sugar Daddies had a lot of tempo on being able to take this. It looks like Otacon is going to be spawning on the top side of the map when they spawn.
Yasuo able to get a lot of damage on that turret there. Alright, here's the Zrozen special. In your jungle, stealing your camps.
Blue Badgers here. Emilio is spotted. R5 Ben playing the zone defense. Right into the waiting arms of Victor. Goodbye. Tavi scoring a kill.
Yeah, buff transfer complete. Unable to get that ultimate down before the bounce house stopped, so definitely feels bad.
It is pulling one on Dragon. Ooh, but the snare lands. I mean, a lot of damage can be returned onto Blue Badger and will go down. Zerahue now finding his way onto Ben. Yasuo trying to maintain the distance. Forced a flash there. So some key abilities used. I thought for sure Piltover Party Girls would have an easy entry into that dragon, but putting on the hard flash and for flash here. Trina does not want to let the star get away. Ornn gonna get death grasp pulled back, and now another kill. Tavi. Root lands, and you know, it felt like you had the jump, Tavi, but that's a lot of CC and a lot of health you've just lost. Come through, flashes the wall on a Tavi. Tavi getting out of there though. Badger.
So much mobility.
All of the tempo. But wait, who is this? Mordecai Trina, where did you get here? Going on to Zrozen. Great teleport in the Death Realm under the turret. But look at that. The Kindred ult is not going to be enough. Trina is dominating, but might go down.
There we go.
Shut down. There's that first one collected and on to the right member Zerahue here.
Ooh, Dr. Fox.
And R5, man, they're going to score together the long range, just kind of zoning everyone out. Dr. Fox going down here.
We've seen a couple kills over that wall in the last 2 games. This used to be like the death zone right here.
It went back and forth. I thought Piltover Party Girls claimed it, then Streamer Sugar Daddies had a couple of great picks. I thought they were going to pick it up, and ultimately it swings in the favor of Piltover Party Girls. Only the second dragon.
Yeah. Alright, so only the second dragon. We've got Otacon that I believe is going to spawn here in 3 minutes, it looks like.
And a surprise to us casters as to what it's going to be. I think you can check it in game, but I have no idea if it's possible in the casting tool here.
Yeah. Wait, sorry, what are you looking for?
Just what type of Otacon it's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Vicious, or if it's going to be the other one.
Got some action on the bot lane. Summoners are up, so they may be able to get out of here. Let's see. Flash is coming out. Zrozen's still diving. And now the follow-up on Tavi. Let's see if they get a knock-up. And that's it. Let's see if they can get some CC back and kill him. But Tavi's a little bit too tanky. Early barrier. Seems like that was a good call. God, they just do so much burn damage here.
The Roots, they just pushed them back 2v3. And they continue to. It looks like ultimately now they have control over the bot side turret. Yeah, you can't go at them. They kite away so well, that duo.
See if they're able to get. Ooh! See if they're able to get that turret down. All right, forcing the.
Tavi gonna knock it up, and there's an airborne target. Easy follow-up for Jhin to claim all 4 shots here. and they save the turret. Root lands, but your partner's not there. Shark Attack, no follow-up damage for you.
Yeah, very tense fighting going on there. I'm on the edge of my seat the entire time. I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen here. We've seen Shark Attack just pull off some crazy turns before. Good shield.
And this gets the shield, and now Zerozen is here to punish Ben. Had been working on that Yasuo for so long, but Zerozen comes around and finally collects the shutdown. So both of them now have been claimed, the Mordekaiser and the Victor, so that helps to keep this gold balanced, and they'll take a turret for their troubles.
Yeah, so it's every 3 marks after that, so Kindred will need 2 more to hit another breakpoint. Alright, looks like we're going to just let that turret go. Blue Badgers, Milio can't really do much to stop them there. And alright, what do we got next coming up? We got Otacon in 20 seconds. See how the Vision game's going there. See if anybody's focusing on that. We still got bot lane just kind of hanging out, so I wonder if they're prioritizing that or not.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll move him around. It seems like since you've got double mages, you can just leave Dr. Fox in the side lane and he's comfortable there. Probably as a mid laner used to being there, so I don't see it being too big of an issue. Got the ooh, look at that Yasuo though, the Immortal Shield Blow and Blade of the Ruined King complete for Zeragyo.
Yeah, nice scoreline on Yasuo, 1-1-1. Staying high up on farm. You know, you really don't want to see Yasuo get too far into the game.
You also don't want to see your support getting pulled in like that, but going gold and buying some time, and that was just enough for Zerahir to hit a big Steel Tempest and go onto the back line of Piltover Party Girls.
Yeah, that Zhonya's Hourglass has been doing work for Shark Attack. I've seen him pop that in so many fights, and it's just been able to extend things out and just let them get that edge. So great work from him there. That should see.
Started up here by Shurima's Sugar Daddies. We'll see the second one. I'm expecting. I don't know how to read the look of it, if it changes at all, or the attack to tell you what it's going to be. I know this one is the one that can heal itself pretty aggressively if you're there. Voracious was claimed.
Ooh, oh, so it looks like they got
the one. Yeah,
yeah,
I think that is the one with the. I guess it's the withdrawal.
Perfect timing. It's like, oh, we got Otacon. You know, I need to go back to base anyways. Thank you, Rek'Sai. I appreciate it.
So one of this. See, I'm just like, okay, let's all group and tower dive. Let's go for it. You can play completely reckless here.
Yeah, Yasuo was like, nothing changes. I don't play differently at all.
Okay, Shurima's Sugar Daddies, this is your time to shine here. You've got a big buff. It doesn't last all that long. So how are they going to use it?
Yeah, false life. Yeah, let's just see them go crazy here. Let's see this fight.
First one, it looks like actually Piltover Party Girls trying to claim it here. Tabi going on the back line, but everyone is there. A lot of damage on Dr. Fox, who's falling low. I'm not sure if we got the ulti off anyone into the back line there, but Zerahir has arrived at the back line, claiming Milio. On the other side of the fight, though, you've got Trina trying to do something, but Zerozen and is going to score the kill. This playing like a great carry here, and it looks like that it came across, what, 3 for 3? But of course the resets for Shurima's Sugar Daddies means they get back onto the map quick.
Yeah, and that is 6 hunts for Kindred. We're waiting for that number 7.
And that is going to equalize. Man, this dragon's going to equalize the gold. It's going to equalize the dragons. Once again, another close one here in the mid game. Let's see if either team will just take over here as the Star now gets behind Dripper. Have a lot of teammates here though, but Jin will start trying kite away. Has Swifties available. Gonna have to flash, and now Star's HP bar is getting low. Zerahir is close. Dripper's got to be careful.
Oh!
Jumped on right away. Here comes a train knock up. But oh, there's nothing available here. A little bit of CC, last breath doesn't land, and now the root going on to Yasuo. Zerahir down. A great collapse here for Piltover Party Girls, turning that around.
Yeah, I was worried about the Star. I was like, oh no, he's gonna die. And I was like, oh wait, he's got the buff. Oh wait, he may have just baited his Yasuo into that fight.
Look at that. Half of this Mordekaiser HP taken out.
Woo! And Morgana getting that shield, preventing sure death right there.
Oh, but doesn't have it for Dr. Fox PhD here.
Yeah, but Zrozen's here.
Zrozen doing a lot of damage, jumping forward there with that dance of arrows, and is going to get another kill. Shurima Sugar Daddies is playing these team fights so well. Trina trying to do a little bit of damage. Not a lot of ultimates here available from Piltover Party Girls. R5 Ben on the side looking for a big ult. Seeing if they can find it. Zrozen going to not be allowed to move, but does have Lamb's Respite available to buy a little bit of time, but ultimately getting shut down.
Oh my goodness, look at this!
Trina takes Rift Herald. What a play all the way around to find the flank angle. I love the use of the Rift Herald.
We're going through the jungle. We're going off roads. Google Maps took me on the wrong path, but they still made it to the turret. Shark Attack is like, I was not expecting you there. What happened?
But the fight continues. Zerahu is in here 1v4 trying to find Trina for some sort of a kill, but unfortunately the rest of the team collapsing and can't find it. So Zerahu was on that 1-1 scoreline and now quickly out to 2 more deaths here, as really Piltover Party Girls doing a great job of making sure this Yasuo cannot get rolling. But
yeah, he almost had that hero moment. He was almost there, but
well, you say it's almost, I feel like it's just coming. Like there's this anticipation. Eventually Yasuo is going to be able to clean up a fight if you blink and forget to focus him, or if he farms too much. So we'll see if Zerahu can find that moment.
yeah, and you can tell that they are worried about that itemization between Zrozen and Yasuo. With Mordekaiser's third item being that Thornmail. He's like, you know, let's just go straight for that anti-AD, anti-heal. They know where the win. He knows where the win con is, so it makes sense to itemize that way. But it's still left vulnerable to the double AP bot lane, though. We'll see how much damage they can do. Unfortunately, getting rooted, Dr. Fox PhD, but Zrozen coming in from the side. Yet again, that Hourglass coming in clutch. Only able to trade 1 for 3, though.
Yeah, it was just a good. It was I mean, there were 4 members of Piltover Party Girls in the mid lane, and so Shrima's Sugar Daddies, I don't think quite saw just the numbers deficit they were at, and Piltover Party Girls took advantage of it, hiding in and kind of just jumping out of the fog of war there, and now they get to start up there, and it's only Stars or here that can do anything about it. I do think there's a teleport available, but with how much CC is available for Piltover Party Girls, I don't think you can do it. Trying to steal it with a train? Not gonna find it. And that means that Piltover Party Girls has Baron, and now the Star, where are you gonna go? Conductor, get out of there.
You know, this would be crazy. I was kind of expecting Yasuo to teleport, but maybe he was able to get a turret on bot side. He's living for so long.
Still, okay, they got him down to half after all this time.
Yeah,
Oh, and the Star.
we'll check back in.
Able to get out. Oh,
And then-
of course, Emilio.
Emilio was like, no, I worked on this. You don't get to take this from me. Alright, still at 6 marks here on this Kindred. Everybody seems to be beelining to this mark. Okay.
Oh, wait, great team support here, and Ben is a little overextended. I don't think he expected the whole team to be clicking there on the map.
Alright, that's 7 marks. You know, you gotta be really careful. You see a Kindred mark over there, you don't have any vision, like, team's coming for you.
Stay in there. Oh, Death Grasp misses, and all the follow-up not quite there. And look at this wind wall, gonna deny everyone except for Tavi's Rek'Sai, who's gonna jump into that back line. Void rushing, but again, going golden as Shark Attack, who's gonna be able to live. Now Tavi on the back foot, a teleport coming through. All 5 members of Stream of Sugar Daddies are here fighting 5v4, but look at this train in the back line, gonna get a double kill. But meanwhile, Zerahu is trying to go into the back line, but just getting stymied by Blue Panther.
Alright, here comes the
The
bounce.
train coming through though. Gonna just fall short. I don't know if there's some seed here or what. Trina still alive. Walking back here is that realm monster.
The Mordekaiser won't die!
Walking through for the ace unkillable.
If I was Zerahu right now, I would be punching my monitor right where the Mordekaiser's icon is, because I swear to God, he has gotten away with everything.
Absolute denial here. It was so close. The game was never more than 3K in either team's direction, and Trina. No one expressed that more than Trina. They're walking on the edge, and now their whole base is blown open due to the heroics of that Mordekaiser.
Oh, yes, that was a beautiful team fight. There was so much back and forth. All of the kiting from the Shurima Sugar Daddies trying to kite back. But Piltover Party Girls just kept on pushing. Now we got another fight here. They are doing a lot of AoE damage here. Maybe going a little too deep. Zerahu getting jungler there. Let's see if he can do any shenanigans with the minions. Maybe just dash, dash, dash.
Call opening up. Zerahu trying to get away.
Oh.
Carried here alive. That there's no wind wall available.
No.
The shot find the mark.
Ooh, might be able to. Oh, there's Milia with that burn. Okay.
Dr. Fox gets one burn. Rosen's up, and you have those early home guards now. Trina, will he get claimed there? Looking for Mounting Dread, will find it. Ben flashing forward onto Dr. Fox. Could this be game ending? Another ace here. How do you keep living, Trina?
Yeah, unfair. Somebody check that. Somebody check to see if Vanguard's installed on there. I don't believe it. So backing reset. Not gonna quite end the game yet. They are on Soul Point with Drake coming up in about 3 minutes, so I think they're just gonna reset, recalibrate, and just push on to the base.
Let the supers do their job. Take all of the jungle cramps, try to get that bot turret, and as you said, I think all the focus is on Soul Point here.
Alright.
One pick and you win the game. So Sugar Daddies, you got turtle really hard.
Alright, Ornn is now
Looking for that one pick.
Ornn is now getting some items online. Getting a Masterwork Collector for his Rose. Yasuo getting caught out here, but doing his best to survive for as long as possible. Alright, there's the snare.
Played well there, taking out some of the minion wave. Probably just kind of en passant there. Was using it to get away. But since the minion wave went down, you buy a little bit more time for your team to defend a turret. And for yourself to come up here. It will be up for the dragon fight.
Yeah, Mordekaiser building just defense items at this point, it feels like. They're like, I don't need any more damage, I just need to survive. And we've seen that be beneficial in multiple fights now.
Call opens up Trina again, just walking behind the opposing team to find the flank. Shark Attack flashing forward to try to find a big soul shackle. Can't get it, and that means that all of Piltover Party Girls is up there. They've been damaged a little bit though.
Yeah, a lot of damage coming from...
If Sugar Daddies can mount something, HP bars are not exactly topped off. So Rosen looking, forced to flash away. That's going to be the Kindred flash. Star looking. Ooh, and now the Kindred ultimate having been used here.
Who's Rosen barely getting out there? Oh!
Doing his best Trina impersonation.
He's like, I saw you in your fancy feet.
Trina getting low. I think there might be the CC available here. Dr.
There we
Fox
go.
And the Star working together to get the shutdown. Ben taking out that first turret. Will respawn though. And because I don't think that Stream of Sugar Daddy is going to be able to end. Zerahu looking for a flank. Dripper can't quite follow with the chain CCs. I mean, Zerahu gets to get on top, but it does kite it out so fast. Just this chin with the Swifties.
Yeah, you can dash as a Yasuo, but the Swifties, you're not going to be able to catch up.
The kiting out of R5 Ben and Dripper right now just to maintain that max distance, and anyone who dares to come in is just going to lose a big chunk of health. And that Dripper says, I have a forced shot for you with your name on it, Shark Attack, and we'll follow up with that grenade.
Teleport coming in, I think.
Go.
From
And R5 Ben teleporting back. Are they going to look to end here? They're pushing on full HP. Final turret goes down. Only 2 members alive here for Shurima Sugar Daddies. They're on the Nexus. Another turret, another teleport rather. And this is the Mordekaiser. I don't think you can kill this Mordekaiser in time to save your base.
Oh!
It is added, and the Nexus is destroyed. Piltover party tonight.
47 and 20. That
It started much slower than the last game, but once the faucet was turned on, it just kept on coming.
yeah, could not turn it off.
Piltover Party Girls. I mean, so many. The thing is, it was 47 to 20, but the goal didn't feel that way. Shurima Sugar Daddies was doing a good job of collecting money in the lanes, collecting shutdowns. Like yes, it was a big lead by the end of the game, but for most of that,
It was a very
it was only within a few thousand.
Yeah, if you only looked at the kills, you'd been like, oh, why don't we have the objective bounties? And it's like, no, you guys were doing great with staying on at least close to the Piltover Party Girls gold wise, and it was just those little tiny advantages that they built for themselves, especially in that top lane where they were just able to bully and win those fights. And yeah, it was a kind of a slow burn game right up until the end there.
Yeah, I mean, two things kind of stood out to me. One was the absolute unkillable Mordekaiser. I mean, goodness gracious. Trina got ahead, and it felt like everyone was just always just a fraction of an auto attack away from ending this Mordekaiser, but Trina was always able to find their way out and just walk away. It was just such an incredible thing to see, and was very, very pivotal for just pushing the lead for Piltover Party Girls.
Yeah, I definitely want to call out Zrozen's Kindred marks. I don't recall seeing him actually stealing camps for marks very often. He must have been doing a fantastic job with his selection of the opponent for the mark, because every time I looked, I'd go look somewhere else for a little bit, go back, look at him, and he had a mark up, and I was like, oh, looks like he marked somebody in that last fight, and I didn't realize it.
I also, I gotta call out gotta remind everyone of that Rift Herald to flank the enemy team.
The Tokyo Drift. We're going on an adventure. You know, you're using Google Maps, and it's like, don't take me to the direct route. I want the scenic route. That's what he set on his GPS. Oh, that was amazing.
Okay, so looking forward to it was a longer game, 35 minutes. So looking forward to game number 3 here. Who do we got? Piltover Party Girls taking on the Yordle Yas Queens.
Ooh.
Here we go.
Yordle Yas Queens. Who we got over there? Ooh, we got our Pinky Soup.
So we'll start getting into that lobby.
Yeah.
Yas Queens having Dovahkiin, an Arcane Lizard. Woo. I don't know how to say that.
Woo hoo.
Rain Sick and Soup. Sir Thrungle.
Ma with the soup.
Playing up for Yordle Yas Queens. So gonna be a fun one, and maybe we'll see a Thresh allowed in this game. Who knows?
Let's see if we see a Rek'Sai ban. What's your opinion on Rek'Sai's impact in the last 2 games?
Tavi is one thing I love about it is because the early games have been explosive. There's been a lot of kills, especially in game number 1. I mean, to have that Rek'Sai who can just skirmish so well, doesn't really matter that he's, maybe has like a control mage in the mid lane. Tavi can just kind of make that happen. And so Tavi's been, and you have this ability to like sneak objectives really easily. So you have to be very, very cautious if you're against this Rek'Sai or you've given something up early. So Tavi, I feel like has just always been around, itemizing well, and being really, really pivotal for the early game for their team. So I don't know if we'll see any bans. I feel like if you're watching that, if you look at stat screen from that last game, the things that jump out are the Mordekaiser, just the madness of that Mordekaiser. Like, and it's hard. I especially feel like in this league, if someone has a good Mordekaiser, it's very frequently banned. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a Mordekaiser ban thrown at Trina here. Trina Vey.
Just trying to get into the lobby here. One moment.
Okay, I've confirmed someone's in the spectate slot if you want to try again.
Boom. And now.
There we go. Oh. Perfect. So we are in.
All right. All right. See if we get a breather for a second.
Ready. I know. Yeah, take a quick breather. See what is going on.
I want to look at I want to take a screenshot from Pinky's last game. I want to see what they were playing.
Before we get in here, see what they played, see what they looked at.
Ooh, so they are 0-2 tonight so far.
We got to see the Thresh. Pinky looking to turn it around. Coolin', okay.
They did get to play Thresh.
That is a strong team. Jules, who ate my Pop-Tarts. That is a strong team they were up against. That fun players over there.
Oh, that Nocturne 11. Ooh, that was Nocturne's jungle that game.
Yeah, Jules is so scary in the jungle. Always loving that Nocturne. So yeah, cannot give that up right now. One of the things that I am curious about is how much scatting these two teams do. I mean, you're like at a 0-2. Do you switch it up? Do you just keep on doing what you're doing?
Yeah.
I feel like at some point you've got nothing to lose. You get to have some fun. Unfortunately, Piltover Party Girl says no fun for Sue and gets rid of the Thresh.
Wow. Well,
that is just cruel.
I'm a little disappointed.
I mean,
he lost with that last game. What are you so afraid of?
Dude, you were just on, like, you were just here.
There's the Rek'Sai ban. I am
playing the Thresh. Yes. Yeah, the Rek'Sai strong.
Another Aurora ban as well.
Tavi off of one of his strong chance. Yeah. Yeah, Soup, we should have seen it coming. You did announce it on stream last week.
So no Hui either. So we're gonna see a little bit of a different game this time.
I would like to see almost a Jhin ban, because I feel like Jhin has been like an ADC Jhin is one of like such a good tool for like a very pokey pick kind of a team. So getting rid of that would really transform this team. I doubt Shroomish Sugar Daddies will kind of go that angle. I would anticipate seeing more like a Mordekaiser or something, but I'm curious if Piltover is going to stick with the high range, high CC composition that they've been going.
And Fiora ban coming in. So, in my opinion, you know, unless Dripper doesn't want to play Jhin again, I say just lock that in, because I feel like it's been doing really good for them. And there it is.
Dripper agrees.
You know, sometimes it's a little boring playing the same champion all night, but also, if it's working, why change it? And they say, I see your Jhin, and I counter with a Zac jumping on you right when you ult.
I was going to say, I do like this Zac. It's a big tank in the face of Jhin, who's not great at tank busting.
Not great at tank busting.
And gets to kind of give him a big problem. I also like Aphelios here. Aphelios, I mean, Jhin will have an advantage in lane, but Aphelios can scale really, really well into something that can just pop a bunch of squishies from a long way away, especially with Zac there to provide a little bit of chip damage and CC. So I like the way that this is developed. Tankier look out of the jungle for Tavi.
Yeah, Zac is a big bouncy problem for Jhin, and it looks like they're also countering with a tankier jungle. I would say Rek'Sai's cousin, Skarner. Haven't seen a lot of Aphelios recently. How's he been on the bot lane?
Aphelios just like perennially pro gated, like just very difficult to play. I think that keeps a lot of Aphelios like players away. But like honestly, you know, if you can get ahead, or if you can get to the late game, Aphelios can still be an absolute monster. I think the problem is the itemization for Aphelios is tough. Like you see Jhin going like, and even Jinx last game or 2 games ago, getting to go like collector and like getting to go like more lethality. The Infinity Edge sort of carries don't feel great. I'm anticipating Aphelios going for more of that lethality style as well.
Yeah.
But not really
Want me to wait while you go
what
get them?
he wants to be doing. So we'll see how Aphelios plays this out. I'm excited though, because you can get so much burst here.
Yeah. So you think that's a Seraphine support?
At the risk of spoiling the draft, I'll wait just to announce where that's going.
Perfect.
I don't know if anyone's listening from.
Oh, they are.
So I'll hold any reads on their team. Shurima Sugar Daddies now gets to figure out the bans. I love that they've seen that match history and we get to go for some Poppy bans. What is coming next?
Yeah, Dovahkiin did a really great job on Camille last game. Even though they lost, they still were, they had the most gold, they had the most kills, or tied for the most kills, and they were still a menace. So,
Are you certain?
also targeting banning the LeBlanc from Arcane Lizard last game. They're like, no, we want our Jhin to live for more than a couple seconds, thank you.
Really, no Zac, Aphelios chip, and a LeBlanc. That would have been a lot. Or if we'll see an assassin come out.
Ooh.
We will see an assassin come out. Fizz,
A
all right.
slippery little Fizz, okay.
So I'm curious if there's gonna be a Katarina or a Veigar for R5 bin. Don't know what else they would want to go here. Some options. I would love to see a Ryze. I don't know if Ryze can play into Fizz.
Yeah, I am not an
What is
expert.
Ben gonna gift me with here?
Oh, okay, so we're going full tank.
Well, very different look for this team. I'm curious. I can't wait to talk about how Piltover Party Girls gets to play this game 3. Shurima Sugar Daddy, or not Shurima Sugar Daddies. Now
The sugar daddies.
we've moved on from the Sugar Daddies. That era has left. Now it's the Yordle Yas Queens.
Yes. Alright, let's see this top lane.
Well, will we see the top lane?
Oh.
Diana?
Interesting.
Okay, so is this a top Zac?
It could
Diana
be.
Jungle? Is that how this is swung here?
I think it is, to be honest. So that changed the dynamic just a little bit.
Okay, so tell me what's the win condition for these two teams? How do they need to play out this game?
Oh. Looks like there was maybe a misclick or something.
Maybe a misclick, yeah. We'll see if they. Maybe we will not have a Diana jungle after all. So we jump back into that.
We need to have the
One thing
please
that we
please
will
stand
see
by.
for sure is we've got our Piltover Party Girls with that team comp locked in. Who was our top lane? It was Jhin and Seraphine in the bot lane, which is going to be very very pokey, but they're up against the
Those,
Blitzcrank
Jax.
buff, so it's kind of like, where are you going?
Yeah, so they had a Jax top.
Jax, that's right.
Yep.
Yes, I had so much anticipation for the Galio pick, which gets to provide so much like roaming power. I feel like we've seen Piltover Party Girls R5 been like on roam, but it's mostly been behind their laner or after they've gotten the push. But Galio going to be really, really good at granting that and then being able to move into the side lane and making that happen. So we're waiting on Soup. See what happens.
No soup for you. I'm curious what the misclick was. I wonder if it was the last pick or not. I'm assuming so.
Oh, was that announced? Are we going to see a new final pick?
Yeah.
Tell us what it is.
Share all your secrets. We need to know the
Tell
comp.
us what it is. They can't. It's not like they can change their picks. It was your last pick. You're all good.
They might change the last pick, but we'll see.
Well, your opponents won't change their pick, but yes,
Oh, right.
they have the right. Salad says that it's a secret, and then says that it's Kane.
I love
Do you
Kane.
believe
If
that?
it's Kane,
Do you
I'm
believe
so
that?
happy.
Is it gonna, so that would really probably put Zach top.
Yeah, I would love it. If it's Kane, oof, I would love to see it.
Oh, I have all the. Wait, are there any? What do you have any like opening strategies as Kane? Is this an invading thing? Do you just want to like power farm? Do you go for like quick six?
Really just depends on the lanes, because you can just like apparate through those walls. You can hit some unique gank paths, I would say. Yeah, it really just depends on where the lanes
Do
are
you
at.
prefer? Okay, wait. Actually, now I have a Kane player here, so I can actually ask you all the
Oh, just so you know, I'm not a good Kane player, but I will answer any questions.
You're like,
Remember, I am a pearly girly, so I just play things that are fun.
do you prefer a side? Like, is there one side that's like better for like the wall ganks and stuff? Like, whether it's red or blue?
I think red. I think I like red more. It just depends on where you want to gank, because I feel like ganking on... Like, if you're red side, ganking top can be fun, because you just have that giant wall that usually people are like, I can have a ward in the tri-bush, it's fine. Right. But all of a sudden you're like, okay, I just took the shortcut, so what are you going to do now? Whereas when you're ganking on bot side, yeah, they're kind of even in some ways.
What and my other question is like explain like red and blue Kane to me, because I don't understand how you get red and blue Kane or why you would want to go red and blue Kane, or if you have control over red and blue Kane.
Yeah, so you have some control and you always can choose the other one. You just get a time penalty. So it's dependent on damage you deal to champions, and if you deal damage to magic champions, you get, or it's either magic or range champions, you get blue Kane essence. And if you deal damage to melee champs, I believe you get red Kane essence. So it's supposed to be like if
Diana.
I think I want to say it gives you red Kane essence because it's melee, but I could be wrong. I'd have to double check. But
do you have a one that you prefer?
Red. Or... I don't like to play Assassin Kane because that's like snowball-y.
Okay. I always get it confused. So red is the tankier one.
Yes, red is Rost. So that's Kane when he fully gets consumed by the darkened blade or whatever it's called.
Huh. I would just think red would be Assassinating. I don't know why, because it's the color of blood.
Nah, it's red.
That's not it. It's opposite.
Red is Bruiser. Red is I'm mad. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna knock you up. I'm gonna be more beefy and tanky and annoying. And blue is I'm slender. I'm slim. I'm slender. I'm, the shadow assassin.
I would ask you how to. So now, what do I do as a middling ADC to prevent you from snowballing off me? But I'm not going to ask you to reveal your secrets. I want you to run free, and the next time I see you play, you have a chance to clean up on Kane.
Yeah, you just want to fight just all the time, because if you see a fight, like you're probably going to win it. Like skirmish, you want to fight over that scuttle. You want to fight over everything. There's that Kane. Let's go. This is going to be fun.
Oh, it is a Kane. All right. Not Liam in chat, by the way. Says hello. Says hi, Kelton.
Oh, hello. Oh, and it's Liam.
Not Liam.
Not Liam, I should say.
And Liam, apparently Kelton doesn't want to talk to you. So I don't know. It's a very cold. I communicated with I communicated for you, but Kelton was just like, never mind. I don't know what you did to him.
No, I was talking. I was talking. It was Discord. I'm being gaslit again.
Just the cold, no response. Out of
Oh.
Kelton here.
It's because I clicked on the transition button on OBS and I lost my Discord control for a sec. Oh, interesting. So Silas. So yeah, kind of a. Oh goodness gracious.
Game 3. Wow. Okay. Well, as you hit the transition button and go mute, I just have to laugh as because I was like, wait, Silas and Kane? I didn't think that was supposed to be the composition. And quite honestly, I don't even remember the composition that was picked now. So
Yeah. We'll see what happens here.
who was their fourth pick after the ban? It wasn't. Was it Kane originally?
Their fifth pick was Diana. The pick before that.
That was their fifth pick. What was the pick before that? I don't remember.
Shoot, I'm starting to forget. So it was Zach, Blitzcrank, Fish Dude, Fizz.
Oh, Fizz and Aphelios. That
Yes,
was
and
who it was.
Aphelios.
Yeah. That should remain the same. That should remain the same.
So what are you most excited about in this new season?
I'm what am I? You know, honestly, I haven't gotten the chance to do it yet. I'm most excited to get the Otacon buff that gives everyone the Guardian Angel or whatever, and I just 5-man just tower dive.
Just do the craziest shit.
Yeah, like just full send on the turret, like try to like just go crazy. That's what I want. I feel like I've only had it a couple of times. When I've got it, someone like gets picked like pretty early on, and you don't like get the big group where you're doing, or like the enemy team is split pushing, so we can't really like group. We've got to send someone to answer.
Yeah.
So I want like I want the big, like we're sieging and like we're all gonna go together and just like go crazy. That's what I
Yeah.
want.
That sounds fun, honestly.
Yeah, I honestly, there's been so much like backlash online about some of the changes, but honestly, I feel like a lot of them are really fun.
I do too.
So I'm excited for it. It's fresh.
I can definitely understand probably some people's frustration. Remember, we're spending most of our time playing games with people that enjoy playing League, and I can imagine that maybe playing the game with. You're just queuing in by yourself and playing with other players, and they like give up quickly now because they see that feats of strength and they don't get it and they just get all flustered. I could imagine that being a little bit frustrating. But for organized play, I like it. I think it's pretty exciting. I like seeing that visual representation of the leads that you can generate in the game being made way more prominent because of those feats of strength, and because I'm a jungle main at heart. I love the fact that people are just paying attention to those objectives. I was like, hey, now you're playing part of the game that I've been playing this entire time. Welcome to the game.
Yes, I was gonna say that was the other thing I'm excited is just for the objective focus, because I think that with all the feats and with the changes that they've made, people are playing for those objectives, and that's fun. And I think a lot of what I like about like League Nights or organized play is that kind of how you can sync around those objectives, and just seeing that people being very willing to come in my solo queue games has been refreshing. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it start with back before this season where supports were roaming up for grubs. We saw people doing that, and now it's just full on team fights. And League of Legends is pretty fun when it's team fights. It's not fun as just like losing your 1v1 lane and just slowly bleeding out, over 20 minutes. It's more fun as like, hey, let's just go fight. Let's just go fight the team here. Let's just have fun. So yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah, I will say as an ADC, I'm an ADC player who likes to auto attack. Like I just love gliding and spacing and doing all that. But like it is rough to be in that position right now because you just don't like those ADCs don't come online until the game is over.
Right.
And you're not very strong at those early skirmishes. So like I feel like I am having to kind of change up like what I play because I want to be part of the game. I want to play with like for the team at like the first, second, and third objectives. I want to be relevant already. I don't want to have to like cross my fingers and be like, okay, we're down 3 dragons. Now I'm strong. Let's start winning.
Right.
I want to be part of the early game, even if it means I'm forfeiting the late. I don't care. So I'm still sort of figuring out what my pool is looking like for the newest season, but it's a fun journey that I'm willing to go on.
Who are those ADCs that are kind of just like better early?
So ADCs that can spike off of like 1 items are going to be good.
So like Lucian or something.
Lucian, I'm not sure yet. Perhaps there will be kind of a Lucian. One of the biggest ones right now is Corki. Corki with Trinity Force it can like just take over. No ADC can really be left alone with him. Gonna win the 1v1s, gonna provide a ton inside of like those early river fights. Miss Fortune is really strong. As well, I think.
Oh yeah.
She gets to bully a lane. She has a very impactful ult if you're gonna walk into an objective and go through a choke. She's just and it's very safe. She gets to play that like safe, like she only needs a love tap and a double up and has a ton of damage. So that can be that's another one that's strong.
Yeah, plus that ult is just game changing. And if you're focusing on objectives as much as you are, having an MF ult is like, well, good luck.
Yeah, I do like. I mean, you've seen Dripper do an excellent job of it. Like the utility carries in Jhin and Ashe, I think, have also a place there too. Like you're maybe not necessarily bringing the damage, but you can definitely carry early with the utility that you're bringing to the team, and then later on you still have the damage to boot.
Yeah, so it's definitely like ADCs like Jinx that are probably getting the most hit, so it's like you do have impact, but
yeah,
it's probably a little bit harder. You have to get kind of more lucky with getting the kills with your ult, getting excited, all that.
Jinx remains an enigma to me. I'll have to chat up Boomer to Walrus about Jinx in this season because Jinx continues to be one of the best win rate ADCs. I don't know why. I think perhaps it's because of the lethality build that Jinx can go, where you kind of still are able to have the impact because you just get to play really, really safe. You get to poke with really big chunks of damage, and then when you get your reset, when you get excited, then you can still pop off for kind of the auto attack. But yeah, she's consistently been in like the top 3 or 4 win rate ADCs for the season.
Yeah.
One of the few that can that is kind of matching the win rate of the APCs who are dominating the bot lane. If you want to win bot lane easy, you go AP carry, and it doesn't really matter what you pick. You're going to do great in the bot lane.
All right, somebody explain to me in the chat, what is the difference between Cosmic Jhin and Dark Cosmic Erasure Jhin?
Oh my.
Wait, I guess is that different than Darkstar Jhin? Because like I have Darkstar. I'm like,
that's not Darkstar.
But it looks like Darkstar.
It does, yeah. I don't know what's happening there. That is strange.
I swear, this game, I have this moment that happens at least once or twice a night where I'm like, I've never seen this skin before.
Oh yeah, it's constantly with me. If I have to play with summoner names turned off and champion names turned on because I don't pay enough attention to skins, and so there's just so often where the first time I'm seeing a skin is when they're ganking my lane, and that just like half a second of me trying to figure out
who is ganking me.
League of Legends champion is ganking me right now. I'd rather just read it above their head.
That's funny. That's smart though. Oh no. Can you hop down there and tell them to pause the game for a second?
You gotta find Tavi. We can reconnect. Yeah,
Yeah, let's see if that works.
we'll get in there, hopefully. If not, the stream has met its kill quota for the night.
Right, I was just gonna call it at that point.
Riding the coattails for game 2.
Oh, there we go, we're good.
Hey, we're in. As Coolin, woo, let's go. And will we have an invade this game? What do you think?
With a blitzcrank, I hope so.
I sure hope so. No pings going down, but Blitzcrank's going to the top side of the map, so seems promising.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Pinky's up here. Let's go, Soup.
All right, so
30 seconds
Pink's
until
going down.
Kane top, wasn't expecting that.
Oh, Kane top. Okay, I agree. Was not expecting that at all.
Was not paying attention. I looked at that loading screen for like 4 minutes and did not even think for a second that Kane would not be jungling.
Yeah, agreed. Not okay. So Kane top refillable potion. Longsword start for Dova. Oh, Pinky's here. We'll see how long we wait on that Blitzcrank pull. Just going to get
Flash for flash.
Trina not going to have that up.
Probably not a huge deal on Jax, but we'll see if they're able to capitalize that into a kill later on in the game.
A lot of time committed by both teams. They're gonna. It looks like Yordle Yasquin's gonna be a little late to lane for Dovahkiin and Soup. Will they get there for the first minion? Hustle, guys.
They should, especially with the changes to the XP range.
I can't tell if he got an XP range or not. It was right on the edge. I don't know the new one off the top.
It's pretty big.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, Trina has been playing so well, but do you have experience against a Kane? God, biscuits and refillable pot. A lot of sustain for Dovahkiin up there.
Yeah, ooh, getting that level 2. Not able to do anything here.
Top Kane, Dovahkiin.
Huh, Zach going back early.
Oh, just a quick 3 camp clear for a Ruby Crystal. Interesting. Got there for Colin Wu, but in the top lane, trading away. And this Kane has really been doing a number to Trina's Jax. But I think all the pots have been used now, and the HP might now it's like in Trina's favor here as the Jax is pushing out. Wouldn't be surprised to see it all in on the level.
Alright, here comes the Zac gank.
Camps again to come straight for the bot lane. Blue Badger, did you just flash that? Just completely blind. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Trina got level, got first blood.
Oh, there it is. Top lane again, getting that first blood. Very, very close fight.
And Ben, yeah, trading a little bit with that Debonair Galio. Oh, there's the root combination once again, and we've seen it all night out of Dripper and Blue Badger. It continues here. The oppression is real. Man, that that failed gank is going to set this Zac way behind here. I'm curious to see how if they're even able to find the creep here, because getting double scuttled by Tavi right away.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate when the opponent jungler is able to get the double scuttle. It was a pretty good gank on bot, just unfortunately wasn't able to land those abilities and was only able to force the one flash from Blue Badger. Now,
again, what a great, I mean, just that's a tough one to find right out of the Fog of War, but also Dovahkiin, you were very deep trying to proxy farm already, but unfortunately because of the aggressive nature of Colin, it forced Tavi back to the top side, who was right there to clean up another kill. And now R5 Ben gonna try to follow this Fizz. Can't quite hit the knockup with that Justice Punch, but
yeah, just a couple pixels off there. Yeah, so Piltover Party Girl's coming out swinging in the early game.
Tavi has liked to back on this timing and then go straight away for Dragon, so I'll be interested to see if they continue with this strategy here, especially with the with the HP advantage in the bot lane. As I think Dovahkiin is gonna have to go back. R5 Ben tower diving in the mid lane. Fizz gonna have that troll bowl to get away. Moving back up with the level means actually we'll have first crack to kill. Colin will arrive back to Trina here. Elastic strike or stretching strike gonna pull him back.
Oof.
And Trina will go down. Good gank there. Successful for this Zac.
Didn't that flash just come off cooldown?
It sure did, yes. Just seconds. At least got some use out of it.
Yeah.
Tavi will start up the dragon, even extra obvious with the enemy jungle showing on that side of the map, but then Zac does like to take these guys. Grubs are going to fall pretty quickly and healthily here for Colin.
Yeah, any jungler that's got the decent AoE is like, I'll take the grubs. That's my favorite.
Cooling on grubs here. Ben knows about this. We'll come over and see if we can maybe auto or take one. Cooling has that one, and we'll take all three.
Yeah, I believe we got all three of those.
Fighting Ben though. Tavi now arriving, can go over the wall to try to follow. Suppression means that you're gonna lose your Cell Division passive.
Oh, here comes the Fizz ult. Okay, nothing. Not able to follow up with anything, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was a good chum the waters, but yeah, there's just nothing there. So and no ultimate available for Arcane Lizard here.
Oh yeah, my camera started working again.
Arcane Lizard trying to trade on to Ben. Get the HP low, has Blitzcrank soup on the side there.
This has got to be a pretty tough matchup for Fizz.
Oh, I would think so, especially with that early magic resist purchase there with the cowl. So I don't know how Arcane Lizard's really going to want more to roam. Try to find the squishies.
Yeah. A good ultimate from Kayn there to avoid the stun from Jax.
It's such a good tool. There's so many creative uses of that trespass. Oh, but R5 Ben got the playful trickster out of Arcane Lizard and immediately jumped towards Tavi and had to run away.
And he's like, oh no.
I knew this.
Yeah, top lane is trading blow for blow. We're getting the Jack or the Zac special here.
Cool and waiting once again here in the bot lane. Now on vision, but does have the angle. Jumps in there. Has one stretching strike, but couldn't have find anything to pull back Dripper. And now gets rooted, which means there's some free damage coming through. Trying to go back in with an elastic slingshot, but they don't. Well, now they see Tavi. They're still going to go for it. They're starting to back up now. Tavi's here. Can they make something happen? Pink Soup forced to flash. Kulin will be able to get out. Good little counter gank there.
Yeah. Saying, hey, we can have our jungler come down here too. And then the Zac special going in for, again, getting the knock-up on both of the laners. Popping his ultimate. Ultimate's going all out there.
Had cell division available. Tavi now arriving to try to
Oh,
turn this one around. Will suppress all three into the turret. Huge impale there. One already claimed. Flashing forward, trying to get to Soup. Self-slowed now is the Blitzcrank. Tavi gonna speed through the wall. Soup putting on the dancing shoes. This Blitzcrank might get away. Brain sick. Now just putting up some Aphelios damage. Has a good combination of weapons to do so. Some range. One more auto.
There we go.
Take, and it gets the shutdown.
On the edge of my seat the entire time.
Garner.
What a beautiful dodge from Blitzcrank. He's like, you think I'm going up or going down?
Yeah, Soup just, and I thought when the self-slow from that overdrive came through, there was no way you're getting away, but wow, Soup figured out how to make that work and scored 2 kills for this Aphelios now. It's going to love that.
Wow, very interesting top lane mechanics going on here. Like, I've never seen a lane Kayn, so seeing him, like, dodge the stun by going into the wall with his E, just some really cool stuff going on here.
Once again, sacrificing jungle camps. They're up, but it's going to go for a gank to try to make this happen. Elastic slingshots here. Has a stretching strike. Has a strike to pull the Jax back to, but Dovahkiin can't quite follow up.
That was a very stretchy Zac arm you got there. He went very far, and he was like, nah, we're just going to pull you back a little bit.
I don't know, Elastic string shot is Trina just not respecting the fact that Coolio's here. Or baiting Tavi and Ben are in the area. It's a 3v2.
Yeah.
Big taunt comes through on Coolin, who's trying to Elastic slingshot away. Will get there, but I don't think they moved up here for the kills. I think they moved up here for this objective.
Yeah, I think he knew that he had the backup there, so he was willing to take that fight. And R5 Ben trying to stop Zac from taking any of these grubs.
A second one claimed, and now a third one here. 2 objectives for the Piltover Party Girls, having already claimed that first blood. They're 1 dragon away.
Yep, so they have one more objective, and they've got it. Do a quick check on these turrets.
Yeah, all the turrets still pretty healthy, it looks like. Ooh, R5 Bendo has found 2 members. And they're just going to let them walk away.
Yeah, I feel like Devner Galio is a little bit skinnier than the other skins. But
Moving around, yeah. You got to look the best.
Ooh. Alright, looks like we're going to have a fight over this Drake. Skarner isn't quite there yet. There's not a lot of vision out there, so they don't really know what's going on quite yet.
You gotta be wary of Tavi here. Arcane Lizard is making a roam, but Ben is on the mid turret. Brainsick finds the long range route onto Blue Badger, but there's just no follow-up. They are respecting here, but Arcane Lizard does find Chum the Waters onto the carry Dripper. But Tavi's here, having peeled off Dragon. Once again, a big impale onto 3. We saw this once again. And Dripper will follow that up this time. Not dead, but getting a curtain call. And R5 Ben, did you score a solo kill there in the mid lane while that was going on?
That was a beautiful combination of ults there on the bot lane. Coolin.
Magic on Galio, but can't make it happen, so that is going to be feats of strength secured for the Piltover Party Girls.
Yep.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Yeah, Coolin was able to be a little bit of a menace, but unfortunately we weren't able to secure enough of those objectives early enough.
Now, speaking of menaces, though, we do have Dovahkiin, who just took a reset after proxy farming in the base of Piltover Party Girls, as you can see from the words on the map. So Dovahkiin being a little degenerate here. Oh, there's one even further. Dovahkiin being degenerate in the top lane on this game.
How did I miss that? Was he in the base?
Play it.
Yeah, really good farm on him. Getting, I feel like this is a pretty early Kayn transformation, so that's going to be a huge power spike for him. So let's see what they're able to do. Yes, they did miss. They did lose out on the feats of strength, but getting a Kayn this early, I think is going to maybe shift the tide a little bit for them.
They would love to get this shut down onto Ben. Unfortunately, the rocket grab just missing. Dovahkiin going to swing around though to try to get rid of this mid laner. Ben getting knocked up, gonna get tossed around. There's a lot of CC to follow up, flashing forward. There's the elastic slingshot though. That means that Dovahkiin gonna take out Tavi. R5 Ben still alive though in the back. Brainsick falling low on the Aphelios, does have a turret up to do some damage as Blue Badger will get a second kill. So a good little roam up by the Yordle Yas Queens, who are picking apart the Piltover Party Girls one at a time. A really great encore to get some charms, but there's just no damage here remaining for Piltover.
The Blitzcrank knockup on Jax literally just saved Brainsick's life there. It was so close to him getting dead, and instead they're able to sneak out, live, and get a kill on the Jax, so great work there.
Now the turrets are going to start to fall. Piltover Party Girls, they've already got the feats of strength. They're going to take bot turrets, soon to take mid turret off that demolish from Galio. They've just got so much push. The only lane they don't have it is against this Dovahkiin in the top. Tavi's going to try to stifle a little bit what's going on up here with the Impale, but there's still some turrets. He hasn't even thought about damaging him yet. Does get stunned though by Trina and Dovahkiin. I don't know if you're gonna be able to live. Gonna actually have to wait to use the ult. Wait, Dova still alive. How are you doing this?
I was like, that is the power of Kayn. He just lives way longer than you think he should, and then sometimes that gives him, you know, multiple kills, and it's very frustrating. But luckily, it wasn't able to happen that time.
Looking across the items, Yuntao finish for Brainsick. So not going for the lethality here, instead going for just more of a traditional crit ADC item. I'm looking forward to next patch. It looks like they want to add some kind of tank killing power onto those crit items, such as Yuntao.
Ooh, that would be nice. Yeah, this Jax just really does not care.
Pinky Soup is here, now tanking turrets. Is Trina, you have no HP. Ooh, instead of using a target to pull back Blue Badger, who has to force the flash away, getting ripped all the way into the turret. But on the opposite side of the map, they're also making things happen with another pick, and Blue Badger, it looks like they're trying to give the kill over.
Yeah, red and white.
Wisely there.
Yeah, when he's got red and white, you definitely don't want to fight. But they're able to get a lot on the bot side for that fight up top. Luckily, they are able to at least get that turret. They got that objective bounty. And then at this point, what are we waiting on? Looks like Otacon is going to spawn on the bot lane.
Oh, a bot lane spawn for Otacon. Okay. We have not seen that tonight. I guess there's just so much action on the map.
Seeing some counter jungling happen here. See if Pinky can see this happening. Ooh.
Yeah, but what can you do about it? Pinky is just one of those opportunities where, okay, they're all in the area, confirmed. Kulin getting something here. Dovahkiin also lurking. Encore been used in tail only on one target. It is the support.
Yeah, this team is very tanky, so they can just wait in the bush and wait for somebody to face check. So
yeah, no follow up here. Trina does have teleport available, so even if they try to start this up, it'd be a 4v5. So they're likely giving dragon number 3 here.
yeah, and also I mean they're right next to the Otacon, so they're just gonna get so much for all this control in this area.
Oh, and that's one thing we have not seen Piltover Party Girls get a Otacon yet tonight. It's always been taken by their opponents, and they've managed to overcome it. So See if it will go to the victor this time.
Yeah, I see them pathing away from it. I'm surprised. It's spawning in like 3 seconds here.
Just wanna. Well, looks like they'll reset. Maybe interested in more Rift Herald. Open the door for Yodel Yosqueens to take it here. It is. They are building a bit of a lead though. 4K at 20 minutes. Yosqueens is looking for that big fight. They do have Aphelios on 2 items now, finishing that Collector. Yuntal is going to have a high amount of burst. Okay, here's the 1v1. Ben taking on Dovahkiin on the Kayn.
This is what I was waiting for.
Got a lot of MR, but not a lot of armor. Going to
there it is.
Use that up, and that is a shutdown onto this Kayn.
I was like, maybe they should just swap lanes for mid and top, because I feel like Kayn would just eat that Galio alive. And it looks like my instincts were right. But it may not be enough to stop them from getting this Rift Herald, but we'll see.
Well, you always have the flyover. Let's see if Zach can kind of sail through and get a mid-air smite. He's going to look for it. Slingshot goes through.
Oh!
And will get the smite steal. So Rift Herald claimed on down, hitting 4 members though. Trina into the back line, but didn't get a lot of follow-up. Tommy, likewise, big suppression, but not a lot of follow-up. Here is the Jhin that is trying to put down 4 shots, but so many low members. They're all still alive now. R5 Ben back from the dead, looking for a taunt, finds 2 members, and that is going to be what finally secures it. Brainsick has a lot of AoE damage here on this combination, but it's just not enough as finally the taunt lands. Kulin is up now trying to get away, and what a fight. And the Yodel Yosqueens had it early, had the low HP bars, but ultimately Piltover Party Girls comes out ahead.
I'm sorry, seeing the 4-man the 4-man ultimate from Seraphine, the 3-man pull from Skarner, just so many good ults from this team. What a fight.
And it looked like even with all of those big ults, none of them were followed up cleanly. I thought they were too individual. I thought the Yosqueens had gotten away with something. It wasn't until the very end of that fight that they finally folded. But I mean, they fought so well.
Yeah.
So, like, Piltover Party Girls, like you said, they're getting such good value out of their abilities. And now they have their sights set on this Otacon.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ultimates that are up for the Yordle Yosqueens. So we'll see if they're able, if they want to fight this. We see them converging on the bot lane.
This thing does a lot of damage.
Yeah, they've got vision, so
it's dangerous. And they're going to go for it. And it's the Piltover Party Girls bailing. They're going for the fight. They find the back line. And then it's Brainsick falling low and going to go down that minute. Your carry has been defeated. It is a rout. Piltover Party Girls all into the back line very, very quickly. And they're just going to clean this up with Jax. The DPS is just there. Dovahkiin trying to stall as much as you can as Kayn. But unfortunately, you can only run for so long.
I don't know. He might turn on Ben here.
This Reaper, maybe he'll get away. No, they're not going to drop him.
There it is.
And it's just up for the ace.
A lot of dancing there. He's able to live for a lot longer than I thought he was.
And that's just kind of the power of this team. You've got, I mean, you just saw it there. Jax is able to jump in, right behind this Skarner, and then of course Galio can come in, and there we have the Voracious Otacon claimed, and I think this is the one that gives you the resurrection because they don't see a lot of flowers. So
it is false
they
life.
Can go for something fun if they want to really try to push it here. They're all up. They all have it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. We got Soul Drake spawning here in 1 minute and 48 seconds.
I just saw 3 like on my way pings on the mid turret, so I'm really crossing my fingers for a big collapse here. Let's see if the Yodel Yosqueens can anticipate it and move into a position where they might be able to pick up some bags of 100 gold here before and chew away at this buff.
Yeah, they're gonna sit there and get some wards down. Pushing on mid. Let's see if they do anything crazy here. Alright, they're just going balls to the wall. Like, they don't really care. They got false life.
They do it. No one is using that better than Trina there. 1v3. You get to limit test Trina. What can you accomplish here? The peel is there though for Yordle Yasquins, but Trina is still alive, and now that Galio gets to make the hero's entrance onto Trina's Jax. The second falls, and all of Piltover Party Girls is still up. They didn't even have to have that buff popped yet.
Yeah, no easy bases. We'll see what they do with this. Looks like they're just going to pull. They had the lane minions in a great spot. Trina taking damage for the turret. She doesn't really care. She's still got that false life. They're probably going to be able to get this inhibitor here and then rotate back to the Drake. So I feel like they're going to be able to have their cake and eat it too. Or they're just going to go mid. They're waiting for Skarner to shepherd the minions there. Wow, they are going wild here. They do not care about these turrets.
And why should they? They've got this false life for a little bit longer. I don't know how much it lasts for. Yeah, it's almost done.
Yeah, it's getting close there.
They've one more little fight, but I don't think they'll be able to actually use it. So false life claim, but unused here for the Piltover Party Girls. But I do think part of the audacity of what they just did was because they had that buff to fall back on.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit litmus testing there, and they were able to get everything and more.
They've seen R5 Ben in the bot lane. I think Ben, you might be in trouble in the bot lane. You got a lot of members here, and there's no longer that buff you're gonna have to meet the gray screen. You're worth more than 100 gold here. Doing a lot of damage though. Can you find one on Arcane Lizard? He's just gonna fade out there.
There we go.
Down claimed.
Chum the Waters was no match for Dovahkiin just existing, so no kill for Fizz, unfortunately. Okay, interesting. I'm not sure what's happening there, but Trina took a teleport right to the red base and got out. Well,
one thing I noticed, because it didn't look like Trina teleported anything, so there was a minion. But now when you teleport to minions, they can die, right?
yeah.
You still teleport to the spot that the minion was, but they can die. They're no longer invincible, so.
A very interesting play there. Yeah, it's got to be tough being Pinky right now. Your pull options are not super great because I feel like you do them a favor when you pull them in. Maybe that was the idea with some of their picks. Where like, hey, if you're going to pick a Blitzcrank, let me just pick a champion that wants to be grabbed.
Right, it was a great pivot in the draft to make this happen, but now we're going to see if Piltover Party Girls can find something. Tavi has been all over, finding a double impale right into a double encore, which ricochets to the back line. Rainsick having to walk a little too far forward, and now Trina's in range to try to jump R5. Ben flashing forward and finds the taunt onto the carry. Surely this is going to be the end of the game.
Yeah, some beautiful layering of that CC from Skarner and Seraphine.
And it's the last stand for the Yordle Yasquins. They're trying to get out of there. Dovahkiin can live for so long, but not forever. Sends the rest of the team on a chase, but they're just going to click the Nexus at this point. Wow, Cell Division comes up really quick, and we'll get impaled yet again. And that is it. The right click of the Nexus now. It will soon fall. Everyone up. Can they prolong this? Absolutely not. Just play. Oh my god, that was so much damage. And that is it. 3-0 on the night for the Piltover Party Girls. What great play there. I mean, out of both teams, but I felt like they really got into their rhythm in that final game.
Yeah, that was what players expect when a team gets all of those.
But I want to hear what your take is.
Oh, I was gonna say that was what players expect when they see a team that gets the feat of strength, like just a total, like, all right, we're gonna win the game now, and that's kind of what it was.
Did they all upgrade? Did they all take advantage of the feats? Wait, no, Jin didn't.
Let's see.
Jin 13-1.
Yeah,
I know that the feats of strengths are a bait. I'm not gonna upgrade.
But the boots of swiftness, it's not a bait. It is wild.
Well, what a great game.
Yeah, so what a great set of games.
I think you're muted again. Every time you click, I can tell.
Oh dang! I was gonna say what a great set of games.
Yes, I agree.
Ah.
Well, thank you so much for joining me on the cast. Any last comments on the game? On anything you'd like to say?
No, but I just wanted to say thanks for having me. It was fun casting and doing the camera work. It's always a pleasure when you're casting, Sam. Thank you for taking on a lot of those team fight callouts. And yeah, just wanted to say happy to be here, happy to play with CMSA, and have a great night, y'all.
Yeah, and everybody, if you're watching and you're interested in subbing, please do that. You can still sign up to be a sub. We're always looking for faces and players. So, and also, I think if you're interested in casting as well, please just reach out to me or any of the league coordinators and let them know. And we'd love to try to get you on the stream to hear your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the patch, and get your voice heard. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. Great week number 2. We will see you back here next week at the same time. Kelton, it was a pleasure. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.